Alrighty, folks. It is me, Von Ivan, with the very, very distinct pleasure and with much excitement. I will be sending it on over to konbanmiao and Divatron 9000 as they take you through this Rhapsody musical adventure run with their own stylings. Konban Diva, the stage is yours.
Woo!
What's up, RPG Limit Break? Woo!
Yeah!
Hype! All right, we are ready to go with this Rhapsody run. I do need to do one little bit of thing as I also introduce who I have here with me. I'm konbanmiao, if you do not know me. This is my friend Divatron 9000.
Hello.
And on the couch here is Dr. Quiztacular joining us to help with this commentary. I actually will say that with the exception of me, everyone on the commentary today does not know anything about this game. And so what this game is an episodic anime, and we're going to be taking you through the story as it happens and seeing all of the wacky hijinks that go within. So we haven't started the run yet, but we do have a glitch that we need to do right up front. I'm going to be going ahead and taking an intentional death here. You will see that I have some horn power in the corner, and that is what we are going to be using to help us get through the first part of the battles and to make things go a little smoothly. So don't worry, we're going to be getting going now, and we're going to go ahead and get this run set up. Are we all ready, friends?
Yes!
All right. And thank you once again. I do just want to send a big shout out to everyone in the community for meeting that song incentive. I'm really excited that we're going to be able to do all of the music. Let's get it going. In 5, 4,
3, 2, 1,
go! All right, we are meeting our protagonist. This is Cornet. She lives in the Marl Kingdom. And Cornet is just a girl.
She's just a girl.
She is just a girl. She is going, right now she's a girl in danger because she's being chased by some stuff. But luckily, the prince arrives, and the prince is her heartthrob.
Oh, yes.
This is a shoujo anime, as I said, although it does not give us episode breaks. I've got some that I think are going to be pretty obvious as we go along.
Great.
Alas, of course, it was all a dream. She does not actually have a connection to the prince, even though she'd like for him to be saved by him someday.
She's just straight up getting beat up by her friend.
I know. So this is Kururu. Now, what's interesting about this game and the hook of the plot to start is that Cornet is what's called a puppet master. She is able to control the puppets in the world, of which there are many. And most people, although puppets are controllable, they can't talk to them. And Cornet is the only one who's able to talk to them, and Kururu is also the only puppet that can talk to anybody. So this is our grandfather, Mustaki. He has found a puppet in the mailbox, and her name is Sade. That's not how it's spelled, but I'm going to refer to as Sade for the rest of the game, and you'll see why shortly.
Perfect.
All of the puppets that we are going to encounter in this game have dreams. And Sade's dream is to be reunited with her sister Tara. So we're going to try to do some of these things, but a lot of these puppets, unfortunately, will not have their dreams met.
Well,
we're sent on our first mission. Our grandfather Mustaki says we need to go out and get some enotium. Enotium is used in this world as both fuel and currency.
Great.
So we're in the Wonder Woods. We're going to run past this kid from the beginning of Secret of Mana. And we're going to get accosted by some frogs here. I do want to let you know that the plot for a little bit to start is pretty fast and furious, and it is very strange. You're in for a wild ride here.
I'm excited. My body is ready. Mostly, I'm excited about these frogs, too.
So, you'll see as this was the setup with this glitch that I did, is I now have 5 horn power. And this is actually my only contribution to the speedrun at the moment, not the glitch itself. But before I started running this game, the common way to get this glitch was to beat the game, wait through the end, and then hit a new game, and it would stay. As I was learning the game, I was dying a lot, and I realized that if you just had to die at some point, if whatever horn power you had with a new game would carry over. All right, so we are taking a break because we've had a battle and we are a little bit hungry, so we're going to have a little bit of food. And then Kururu says, hey, Cornet, will you sing my favorite song? And this is one of the skippable songs, so this is the first one that you've unlocked. Here we go. You're going to hear this song a lot in the game.
So y'all are gonna have to sing along with us at home
That's
because
true.
you'll know it by the end.
And there are subtitles that you can be using to help us.
I think everyone should take videos of themselves singing with us.
Oh my gosh.
And skeet them at us.
That would be great. All right, Diva, take it away. You get to start.
I remember this song. I've known it for so long. And it feels so good to hear. Sounds a little sad, but sweet just the same. Lovely melody.
Whenever I hear this song, I really don't know why. It makes me shed a little tear. But I'm sure my tears will soon disappear because I know you're here.
Whenever I am feeling sad and everything around looks bad, all I have to do is think of you. I know my dreams are waiting to come true. Let's go on with hope in our hearts. Love will surely show us how. Let's go on, our hearts filled with dreams. Let's go on and find them now.
Little bass solo there. All right, so having sung our favorite song, we're going to continue to look through the forest for some Enochium. This is our first time. We're going to hope for no whammies. If we can get through, thank you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, yes, wait for applause.
Right, yes. Hold for applause. Hold for applause. Have you learned nothing from the theater?
I haven't been on the stage in quite a while. So if we can get through here without any encounters, we have reached.
You jinxed it.
This is, when I'm on stream, this is my timing constant. I mention something and it happens immediately. That's okay. One is not too bad. There's not a ton of level routing in this other than we do need to take some random encounters, so it's not so bad if we take a few of them. And I will be doing a few. Once we get the full party together, I will be doing a little bit of
There's
taking
cats.
those.
Oh my God, there's cats.
So as we're collecting our Enochium, yes, this game does have lots of cats in it. This is Meow.
Yes.
She is on a mission to get all the Enochium that she can find. We have no interest in giving our Enochium to her. We found it fair and square.
Yeah.
And so she sicks our cats on us. The cats, of course, however, they're a little lazy.
Yeah.
So they say, well, I don't really want to do that. But then
You know.
she, convinces them to jump in, and that's what we end up doing. So you're going to see why we took this horn power to start in the beginning. Because I can go ahead and use our dessert-based reward system. And the first thing that we're going to do is some sugar candy.
Desserts.
Is this a tactical RPG
It
against
is.
cats?
It is a tactical
Against
RPG
cats?
that has cats, yes.
You know,
This
this is really on brand.
Yes.
This is meant for me.
It is perfect. Perfect. It is an early NIS offering. One of the villain in this is apparently in some of the Disgaea games as well. We'll see her when she comes. This first one was a tactical RPG. There are two other ones that they just decided to drop that for.
Oh.
So those are traditional RPGs, but this one we get to move around the grid a little bit. So having taken it down, she summons the dragon from a dream. We're not super happy about this, but
Yeah.
lo and behold, anyone want to guess what's going to happen?
We got a cornet for our
Got a
cornet.
cornet, but she does have a horn.
Yeah, I know.
We'll make sure we take a look at the horn when it comes back next. But no, lo and behold,
Oh, it's the prince.
it's the prince. He's come to save the day. And so he takes down the dragon and scares away Meow. She resolves to revenge on whoever this is. She's not quite sure who she is. She doesn't get out much, I guess, except to search for Enochium. Much like Guybrush Threepwood in the classic Secret of Monkey Island, Cornet is a little dumbstruck here
Yeah.
by
Yeah.
meeting her true love. And so she doesn't say anything to the prince. He says, I hope you're okay. I'll see you later.
Great, bye.
And he takes off.
She's like, I thought I dreamt you. What do you mean? It's very Sleeping Beauty.
It is very Sleeping Beauty. That's true. A classic fairy tale. So now that we're back home, we are going to try to figure out how to get the prince to notice us again. He's noticed us actually, so now we need to meet him. And so we decide that we're going to go and head to the town of Mother Green, which is next door, and see if we can get some reconnaissance going. But before we do that, we've got a little bit of stuff we need to do. We're going to head out over here to our world map. We're going to be seeing the world map quite a lot. Into the town of Mother Green. And the first thing we need to do is pick up another puppet. This is a lady who's found this giant egg. And she says, hey, do you want this giant egg? And we say, sure. Why not?
Hell yeah, we do.
And so once we're outside, the giant egg is, of course, a puppet. His name is Kid. His quest and his dream is to find his egg brothers. There are triplets, and we're unfortunately only going to find 2 of the 3. But you'll notice that Cornet is playing her horn. This is the way that she summons and collects puppets. This is actually technically a monster collecting game like Pokemon.
Yes.
We're not going to do very much of that. We're just going to collect the story monsters, but it is something you can do if you want to go the completionist route. We're going to sell our entire inventory because we're going to buy 5 teleporters. This is our primary method of moving around the world. And we're going to do that right now because it saves us time, and we're speed running.
Hell yeah, we are.
We're going to go back to the Wonder Woods where we started. And we are going to go and find the first egg brother who conveniently is just hanging out in a cave outside of town.
I love egg boys.
I hope that you like this dungeon layout. This is one of 3 that we will see in the entire game.
Ever or just in our speed run?
Yeah, ever. This is basically all we see all the time.
Are the cats going to come?
Oh,
back?
yes.
Good.
Don't worry, Quiz.
Good,
The
yes.
cats
Okay, good.
cats will be here.
Yes.
So we found Tell, the second egg brother. We're going to groove to our trumpet here.
I really expect a lot of what I've requested of y'all singing to this and sending us videos because you are going to hear this so many times.
Lots of time. We're going to do the only other glitch that we have in the game in the moment. I just skipped a text box there, which is going to do something funny as we get back into Mother Green. We're going to go and get this story beat here where we talk to this girl and she says, I hear the prince is really into orange fish.
Wow, that's really specific.
And hopefully now we are in the Shadow Realm. So
Surprise!
Rhapsody has this thing where if there's supposed to be a text box that opens and you skip it, or sometimes there's another soft lock potentially that we're going to avoid. If you mash too hard and get a text box early, it goes into this weird thing where it can't load anything for cutscenes. Luckily with this one, we actually technically can move around behind this black screen, and so we're able to open the menu. What we're missing here is we're meeting our rival and friend, Etoile. She is rich, and she lets us know it.
Great.
And we'll get more from her later. She mostly was just there telling us that we are not great. So we're...
Sounds like rich people.
Yeah, sure. If only they would donate
Right?
to RPG Limit Break.
Then we would be like, wow, you're the best rich people.
So we're going to head into the Wonder Woods again. 3rd time's a charm. We're going to head on over to the dock, and we're going to do a little fishing. And of course, as everyone does when they fish, the fish just throw themselves up onto the dock, and we're going to fight them.
Great.
But-
I would just like to confirm since there's fishing in this game, it is a real game.
There you go. That's
So-
it. And thankfully, we can just throw some flan at them.
Oh, good.
Did I mention that this game is kind of strange?
I'm so in love.
I don't know what I'm watching.
This is why, when I discovered it, I said I have to speedrun this.
This is the
because-
best thing I've ever seen.
We've gathered this already.
Now, Quiz, just for you.
Cats.
Not only are there cats,
Cats.
but wait for it, there's going to be more cats.
Yes! Let's go!
This almost looks like a magical girl cat situation.
Well,
Yeah.
it is.
Oh my God.
anime.
There's lots of cats.
They multiply.
Sailor
Well,
Guardian
that is true.
cats.
That's what the cats do. All right, so we're going to go ahead and thankfully, this fight's going to take a little bit longer, but not too long here.
No flan this time.
No flan, just the sugar candy. While we do this,
Okay.
Vonnie, I think it's a great time to throw to you to see what you got for us.
Well, right off the bat, I would like to just announce that we have already raised over $18,000 for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And what I would love to see is if maybe before the end of this run, we still got well over 2 hours left, can we hit 20K?
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be
Can it
phenomenal.
happen? We got plenty
I
of
think
incentives
so.
I think we can do
to
it.
put
Yeah.
toward, and we'll talk about that later. But first, I got to read off a couple of donations here that I really want to. We've got a $100 donation from Amber Harris Art and Drake Lake. And they say, Konba, buddy, sorry we could not make it this year. We made the mistake of hiring Burrs as our bankruptcy lawyer. And, well, you know. But that aside, we are so happy to see you running Rhapsody. We are so glad to be part of your community, which is honestly one of the best on the internet and has brought us so much joy. So thank you for being you, Konba, the best kitty on the internet.
Oh my gosh.
Flannel Cat, Sabera, Vani, and Divatron 9000, and anyone else joining them that we may have missed, you're all awesome as well, and we wish you the best. Good luck on the run. Caw-caw!
Thank you so much. My gosh, the two of you. I wish you were here too.
We also have a $50 donation from the one, the only, the RPG chick,
Woo!
who says, I'm glad that today is someday when Rhapsody gets its day to shine.
Yay.
Let's go on and raise that money for Nami. Don't turn this run into an amphibian paradise
Yes.
because
Oh my
it's
gosh.
our world.
Oh my
Show true courage to
No.
the evil queen with the help of the Mountain Men song. Thank you, and remember, Out of Sync Cat is best cat.
Yeah, all best cat. Oh my gosh, RPG Chick did so much work
Amazing.
routing this game. Thank you, RPG Chick. You are the best.
We miss you.
All right, so we did a little cooking, and Karuru told us that it tastes the best. And we're really sad that we can't get it into the prince to try it. But you know what? Karuru has an idea.
Oh.
She knows of a secret passage in the graveyard
Secret
Cool.
grave.
that takes us right underneath the castle here. So that sounds like a great idea. What could go wrong?
Sure.
Certainly not a soft lock I'm going to attempt to avoid.
Oh, good.
All right, so we just run again. Did I mention that this
Oh,
dungeon
yeah.
happens a lot?
A lot.
And so we're going to go ahead and run through here. I'm going to get through this little section. Do I have all the characters? No, I'm missing. Well, actually, okay, I could have fought that there. That's all right. So we're going to run over here. I'm going to do a safety save. You don't need to do this unless you are worried about the soft lock, and I will tell you, every time as I get out of this battle, I will say, don't soft lock the game, don't soft lock the game. I would say a good 50% of the time, I soft lock the game. So we do take a safety save there just in case.
That's so fair.
We press the switch to open this door, it summons monsters.
Wow.
Something that Karuru knew but did not tell us.
Who could have known?
Now, this is one of the only little RNG things that we can sometimes have is that the random battles actually are randomized where the placement and sort of the direction of the map for things are. And so we got the good one there, so we're moving a little fast, and I'm gonna not soft lock the game.
Hooray.
I'm waiting. So sometimes we do have a couple of battles where we can get some bad formations. So we're in the underground tunnel. Something smells a little weird.
Huh.
And the reason it smells a little weird is because we are in the men's room.
Oh.
That toilet has been out of service for a while.
Notoriously
Are you
horrible.
enjoying the game?
I
Quiz?
still don't know what's going on.
We've rolled
yes,
up
yes,
a bathroom
yes.
that has not been cleaned in a decade, probably.
Just that one. These two have been.
Oh,
Then
okay,
there's this
okay.
guy.
Rolling out of here, this is the Vizier. And as you can guess, with Viziers...
Is he scheming?
He's a scheming Vizier.
All right.
Right now, he's just kind of a Vizier because he questions why we're there, and then we try to talk our way out of it, and he is a little too friendly with us, so we throw the fish at him. And then he summons skeletons, as a Vizier is wont to do, because he thinks we're assassins. So,
I mean, are we not?
so we're just going to take care of this pretty easily by using our sugar candy again. And Vani, if you've got some more love or some more stuff, we're ready to go.
I sure do. I'd like to let you know that we got a $50 donation from one of our partners in Dragon Roast Coffee,
Hey!
who says that opening song for Rhapsody was amazing.
Oh my gosh.
This is now our favorite speedrun ever. We got a $100 donation from Miria, who says 100 meows for mental health.
Yes.
And we got a $256 donation.
Woo!
Hey!
And this one comes from longtime community member Vaxherd, who said, it's been many years, but I'm glad to see RPGLB still going strong. Best of luck to all the runners.
Awesome. Thank you so much for those
amazing.
donations, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, we are officially in the beginning of episode 2.
Okay.
The last one was the end of episode 1. I will forget to mention episodes
Great.
like constantly, so you can ask us.
What
There
episode
we
is
go.
this,
This is
Comma?
episode 2. We're in it right now.
Wow.
Okay, so this plan did not work. So we are now trying to see if we can find another way to meet the prince. And we run into here where all the girls are gathered, and it turns out that every time a prince comes of age, they throw a giant contest to see who can wear the prettiest dress.
Of course.
This again is a shoujo anime. This game does suffer a little bit from a game made for girls where there's not a single woman in the writer's room.
Oh, absolutely.
And it also was made in 1998, so there's a lot of stuff like this that happens. But we sign up for the contest to see if we can meet them. Etoile says, are you really going to do that? That seems like a bad idea. And also, it seems like a really bad idea because, as I said, I'm rich and I've bought every dress in the Tri-County area. So good luck finding one.
good.
So we're going to go and confirm with the dressmaker next door that that is actually true. And he says, oh yeah, all the dresses are gone. But you know what? In the Wonder Woods, going back again, fourth time's the
There's just a
charm.
dress hanging out in the woods.
In the Wonder Woods, there's an old theater company that is run down and doesn't do anything anymore. Maybe they have some dresses there.
Maybe I should buy them up.
Maybe you should. So we're going to head on over and check this place out. But as we get back to where we were searching for Notion, something smells really good. And of course, we're both hungry again. So
Always.
Peru says, can we, a girl's got to eat.
It's not the
honestly,
men's room, clearly.
No.
Yes, not yet.
I was saying, I relate to this. Like snacks?
Yeah.
More snacks?
We were hiking through the Wonder Woods. What else would you want?
You gotta have trail mix.
So we get to this building, and it's not a theater troupe. It is some kind of restaurant. It looks like barbecue. So they
Sure
decide to go
does.
in. And as we get to this first room, there are these really strange things on the wall that are telling us that in order to really enjoy your food, you got to do certain things. Like in this one, it's saying you just got to exercise a little bit.
Oh, sure.
Got to work up an appetite. And of course, they summon some dragons to help us do just that.
Obviously.
This is like Joe's Crab Shack gone wrong, where they make you do stuff to get your food.
We are going to
you gotta
use-
work for it.
We're
Yeah.
gonna, not that. We're going to use the primary strategy we're going to use for most of the game, which is having Sade use AoE spells and just get rid of everything.
Incredible.
As I said, this game is a lot of just sort of walk here, do this, and there are some moments that can be scary, but the routing that has been done just to get all the leveling done as we go through it is pretty good. Now, we have a whole bunch of like what looks like salt on the floor, and it tells us that sign says you should invigorate your body with salt. That purifies everything and makes it so that you are in good shape and ready to eat in a
Okay.
purified soul fashion.
I crave that mineral, so I understand.
Quiz has questions
I-
as a doctor.
I my PhD work has been invalidated.
Well, you can see that this room's real hot because it's red.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
So this one tells us, again, just make the pores go as you are, sweat out a little bit and you'll feel
Right.
good to go.
Yeah.
Some of you at home or here may have an idea about what is actually happening. Would anyone care to guess?
I'm caught up on the pride and trans rights rainbow, which I'm very happy
Yeah,
about.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Trans right.
Yes.
Clock it.
So as it turns out, this was all a ruse.
Oh, of
They were
course.
getting us ready to cook themselves.
Yep.
We have been nicely
Weird
tenderized.
dinner.
We have been nicely rolled in salt. We have been sweated out a little bit, and we are ready to be cooked by this delightful bear, cat, dog thing.
Sure.
But there are more cats now.
yeah.
And so once again, we're going to fight them to try to save ourselves. As we get into this battle here.
You know, I have a lot of questions about the deliciousness of puppets.
That's true. I don't know what they're made
Like,
of. I mean,
what
those
a-
puppets
yeah.
are made of egg.
Well, ooh. Well,
Maybe.
Combat, are you making up your own version of this, or is this what's
No, this
actually
is-
being
this is
said?
This well, I mean, some of the this is mostly the plot.
Mostly, he says.
I have summarized I might have summarized those signs incorrectly, but I'm like 90% of the way there. It's basically playing horseshoes here with the plot, if that makes sense. So we scare them away, and luckily the cats are clumsy, and they knock down this photo.
no.
And as it turns out, this was indeed an old theater because we find this back room with another puppet who is a rabbit, bear, cat creature. This is Elkun. Elkun used to be on the stage.
I love them.
And since puppets all have dreams, Elkun's most wished for dream is to have one more bright moment on the stage. That's all that they want. Now, Karuru, you still notice we have no dresses here, but Karuru has a bright idea. I am not making this up.
Oh, I
Karuru has a
believe you
bright
are.
idea.
Oh,
She
boy.
says, this is a puppet? It's larger than you are.
Skin the puppet?
Why don't you just wear this sentient creature as a dress? That will be totally fine. This could be your outfit. And for some reason, Cornet says,
Okay.
All right, that sounds like a great idea. So
What
we're
is
gonna-
going
We're gonna head to
on?
the contest.
Great.
Now that we've got our dress,
Great.
and that's what we're gonna do here.
Great. We're like, let's go to the pretty dress contest, but actually we're going to be a furry and we're going to show them they don't know what's up. We know what's up.
I guess
Is this
so.
a randomizer?
It is not a randomizer.
Because it really seems.
Is it a plot randomizer?
I'm trying to make sense in my head of this. It
Okay.
is not working.
So since this is a monster collecting game, we are unfortunately going to sell one of our friends. Goodbye, Tell. The dream of Kid is over. The Egg Brothers will never be united, which is okay.
Oh, no.
Because we weren't going to find the third one anyway. So we're going to do a little bit of shopping here just to get ourselves set up and our new party ready. We're going to go ahead and buy 8 thinking caps, and we're going to buy 25 teleporters, and that's hopefully all we'll need for the rest of the game unless I've done something really wrong.
No
and
pressure.
now it's time for everyone's favorite menuing.
All the girls in the back look like card captor Sakura. I'm just going
You're
to point
so
that out.
right. No, you're so right.
And like that tracks for 1998.
That is
Yeah.
true. All right, we're going to move some people in. Get Sade down at the bottom. And now it's time for us to go to the contest. So we're going to head into the castle. We've signed our obligational contract, so we are able to go in.
Great.
And we head over here. There's a lot of fun stuff to explore in the castle, including a treasure chest that gives you an advertisement for NIS. We will not be visiting that today. But we are here at the Queen with all the girls in the Tri-County area, and she is telling us that the contest is beginning and this god is going to give us the details. And the contest is a little bit more involved than we thought. There is, in fact, a dress judging contest, but that's only the first part.
Is this a whole pageant?
You could call it that. The second part of the contest is to judge leadership. And in order to do that, they're going to have all the girls battle each other in the arena under the castle.
Oh, so it's a drag pageant. Got
And
it.
then and sure, because the final part is the singing competition. So, because
Let's go.
Of course it is. Of course. All right, so we're going to do just a little bit of plot here. We find out that Etoile doesn't really want to do any of this, and her relationship with her father is really bad because all he cares about is money and not her. We also...
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of... The 90s had a lot of people...
There's a lot of slapping
a
in
lot
this
of people
game.
slapping each other, and this game especially does have it too. And then we're going to go ahead and get into our outfit, and we'll see how that goes in a few minutes.
I'm excited.
But while we press X for a while, Vonnie, I'm going to throw it to you.
Thank you, sir. We've got lots more donations coming in. I got a $10 donation from RPD234 that says, as someone with some culinary experience, I can confirm puppets are delicious if prepared correctly. We have a $10 donation from Boogie Poppy that says, I'll donate more if Dr. Quistacular explains the plot of this game to this point without help. Accuracy is not required.
The scary thing is Poppy is staring me down right now, right over there.
I'm just not taking notes.
All right.
And we have a $100 donation from Sabera,
Hey!
who says, I'm so sad I couldn't be on the couch tonight, but y'all are going to kill it. Less than 3.
We love you.
Sarah,
We
we
miss
miss
you.
We love you too, Sabera.
All right, so we're into the contest now. Now, interesting, I thought this model was the girl who we fight later in the underground arena, but she's not. And I don't know if she appears anywhere else except for here in that cute little green dress. It's
Great.
lovely.
I love it.
And, you know, they're trying to show off a couple of different distinct girls here, which is cool.
Yeah. All right. We got Princess Peach.
There's Etoile doing her thing. Notice she, in spite of buying every other dress, is wearing the same darn thing she wears the entire game.
Yeah.
No outfit change.
Well,
for her.
she didn't want to change. She just wanted to hoard them.
That's true. And all right, here we are in our lovely outfit.
Oh, I'm so ready.
The
Oh
band
my God.
We're just chilling in his mouth for some reason. This
What
game
is happening?
is so strange. I think this was the moment where I fully was like, I have to run this game. Because it only gets wilder from here.
Wait,
So-
now she's not in the suit?
So no, because the contest part was over. She
Yeah.
lost, clearly.
Yeah.
This is too fast
She
for
fell
me. Oh my
down. She
gosh.
did a bad job.
So we are understandably upset with Karuru, and so we send her away, and we're not going to have Karuru for a while, which is going to be an issue for a little bit. They have been friends since childhood. They've grown up together. She is her, like, puppet companion, if I did not mention that earlier. The queen comes out and asks what's wrong, and the Etoile's dad says that she refuses to speak to him, and the queen says, yeah, that's kind of because she's right. You are a bad father.
You
All you care
suck.
about is money. We all know this in the town. Maybe you should get your stuff together.
Nice.
So
you tell him.
And look at that, a powerful female ruler telling us what is up.
Hell yes.
Girls Club Party.
It's the Queen of Zeal. Let's go.
Yes! There you go. All right, so it's our first time heading now down into the arena to do the first battle of this part of the game. I told you. See, I thought this was going to be the green dress girl, but she's got her own little cute outfit.
Nope.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and do this battle here. We do have to make sure we do a little bit of just sort of maintenance in terms of how we make the battle go. One of the other things going to be a little bit swingy with this game is that all the agility speeds for your crew is kind of randomized in the beginning. We actually got a good seed to start, which was great, because if we hadn't, it was going to make the first part of the game kind of hard. But there is a possibility for Kid to go first before Shode here, and if he does and you don't attack this girl, then she'll just walk right up and smack Elkun. And because Elkun is just level 1, it's a bit of an
Not gonna
issue.
go well.
The other reason that we don't really do grinding is because anytime you level, and you level a lot in this game just naturally going through it, anytime you level, you gain, you get all of your HP and MP back. So as long as you don't have any puppets die, then you're in good shape. Which is also good because there are no revival items in this game. The only way to revive someone is to go back to the Orange Village and have your grandfather fix them.
Oh, great.
And that starts at 1,000 Enoshim and goes up based on their level. So if they're level 10, it gets very expensive very quickly.
So don't die ever.
Yeah, basically. So we have this, when we were doing that battle, we were like, things feel a little bit off here. I don't know what's going on. Like, I just don't feel at
Because
my
you're
moxie.
battling children.
I mean, that is a good point. But we also had a flashback where we remembered that when we were kids, Karuru told us that your horn is really important, your music is really important, but your music comes from your heart. And it's the power of friendship that is really your true power. You just channel that through your music. And so
Are there My Little Ponies coming out too?
Yes.
My Little Cats is what we're looking
All right,
at there.
I'll take it.
So we now have a scene where we each say that we need to apologize to someone. Twal is telling us we need to apologize to Karuru. And then again, in true 90s fashion, with no women in the writer's room, they have a little scene where they push each other going, no, you apologize. No, you apologize.
Oh, good. Yeah.
That's the end of that.
Great.
The other thing that Etoile tells us is that, well, we're going to solve this in the arena. And we say, what do you mean we're going to solve this in the arena? There's like a ton of other people. And she said, no, they all quit because they found out I brought my retainers and my guns.
Oh.
And so now we are in the final battle with
All right.
Etoile and all of her artillery.
Fight, 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 fight.
Now, this, unfortunately, is not going to go very well for us because we don't have Karuru on our side. We can't battle. And so we're
And we don't have guns.
And we don't have guns. That is very true. So we're going to take a goodbye,
God.
Elkun, see you later. We're going to take a scripted loss here to continue. Did I mention this game is very strange?
Straight up nuke to the face.
I
That's
know.
brutal.
Yep, it is. So we're going to go ahead and move over here, and we're going to ascend into the rest of the plot. Yay!
You know, I really do expect in my 90s magical girl anime guns.
Yeah. It depends on which ones.
It's true.
Shout out to the gunsmith cats.
Where's the mechs? Where's the mechs?
No comment.
Does that mean there are some?
Spoiler.
Gosh, quiz. Shh.
Oh! I was not prompted. This is literally me just guessing.
So Karuru drags us back and makes up with us, and everything is well. And we're about to see my favorite character in the game, who I don't know why this person is in the game, but he's right here. Etoile is, of course, creeping on us. And she, it's away. And then this is my favorite character in the game as they say the final contest is starting. This guy who goes, "Ah!" It's like he was talking with his friend and he was late. I don't know why that's in the game, why they felt the
beautiful.
need to make that speedily running.
It's
Maybe he's
beautiful.
speed running.
Yeah.
That could be it.
It's a nugget just for us.
That is
Yeah.
the case. All right, so it's time for the singing contest, and it's going to be a song that you know. And the first part is exactly the same. So those of you at home who'd like to sing along, you know it now. Get yourself ready to go. Are you ready, Diva?
I'm ready.
Let me get a little water if I can find it. Everyone's waiting. This, unfortunately, is unskippable dialogue. And
Incredible.
it's really good.
Just do it. Just sing. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Friendship.
But wait, first there's 4 more bars than you expect. I remember this song. I've known it for so long.
Crew in the background.
And it feels so good to hear. Sounds a little sad, but sweet just the same. Lovely melody.
Whenever I hear this song, I really don't know why. It makes me shed a little tear. But I'm sure my tears will soon disappear because I know you're here. Whenever I am feeling sad and everything around looks bad, all I have to do is think of you. I know my dreams are waiting to come true. Let's go on with hope in our hearts. Love will surely show us how. Let's go on, our hearts filled with dreams. Let's go on and find them now. You think it's over though?
Nope.
It's not. We've got the second part.
Where's the
Little
power
musical
ballad?
intermission. You think
Yeah.
that it's going to be a modulation, but it's not gonna happen because this game is strange. We are gonna stay in the same key for reasons unknown. Diva's gonna take it. I'm gonna give you a little, my best Rodgers and Hammerstein. Here we go.
You're such a lucky girl.
You're such a lucky girl.
What they always say.
That's what they always say. Oh,
Rich and beautiful and
Rich and beautiful and bright. Ooh.
They don't get to see what's hidden deep inside. So I feel all alone.
She feels all alone.
They keep telling me my life is so grand.
Adventure.
What will make them understand?
Don't stay focused, Conba. No one knows how truly lonely I am. Why won't they understand?
I may act as if I'm strong.
She may act as if she's
but
wrong.
all I want is to belong.
All she wants is to belong. Love and understanding from mom and dad is all I need to keep from being sad. I don't know why that note is so long.
It's really long, but we did it. It was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. Good job.
If only I could just let go. Help me let my feelings show.
I think this is one of the songs. Oh, this one doesn't abruptly cut off.
Oh, good.
A lot of them do. Ba-da-da. Hold for applause. Feels weird to I had to remind myself. All right, so
I wanted them
just
to-
want to say that things with family are not as simple as this game makes it. And thank God for organizations like NAMI who are here to provide support for people to talk about anything that is making it hard for them. Thank you, NAMI, for all that you do, and thank you, Apogee Limit Break.
I wanted that song to go up a major third so
I don't modulate. I
so
don't know
bad.
And they set it
Did
up
not
too,
happen.
and they just
yes.
don't.
Yes.
So it turns out that everyone liked it so much, and even though we clearly failed the first two parts, we both win. We both
good.
get to go dance with the prince. But we unfortunately did not read our contract that we signed fully, and one of the stipulations is we have to wear the exact same dress to go dance with the prince.
And this
so,
is why you read your contract.
Absolutely. And so we're going to head back to the castle, and we are going to, once again, don our friend, El Kun. Here we go.
Spectacular.
I wonder how he feels about us just carting him around while we're hanging out inside his mouth.
I imagine not great.
It's pretty weird. Yeah.
So we walk into the castle, and who's waiting for us but Etoile, because she's like, oh, you're here now. I've been waiting. Put on your costume.
Great.
Put on your outfit. I
Great.
see your outfit. And so, of course, we do. We get a little side view of it now. So as we're waiting here, lo and behold, who should appear but the vizier? And he says, are you the performers? You should go around the back if you're the performers. You're not supposed to come in from the front of the castle. And
They taught you nothing.
and they say, no, we're the winners of the contest, and these are our outfits. And so he's, telling, he looks at us and he says, you look kind of suspicious. There's something about you that looks familiar, and I get a funny feeling with you.
Totally not sad.
Is that a Timu Moogle? Like, I keep, the wings. I keep
It's
coming
like-
up with this.
It's like a weird fusion of like Dragonite and
Yes.
a Moogle
Yeah.
and a dog.
Indeed. And a bear. There's some bear in there, too. So the queen tells the vizier, go away. They're both supposed to be here. And then he says, I will vow revenge on whoever this is. We've got a lot of people who are getting mad at us for reasons unknown.
It's just what happens when you're a strong, powerful woman. You just walk into a room and make enemies.
That's true. This is not part of the speed run, and this is a time loss, but this is the only time we get to walk around in this outfit and watch this. The bell rings. Ding-a-ling-a-ling!
I love it.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling! All right. I wish we spent more time in this outfit, but we don't.
Incredible.
So now here we are. It's time to dance, and they're going to decide who goes first. And Etoile goes, you should go first. And we say, really? And she says, I don't care about any of this. I just did this to make my dad mad, and you clearly seem to care a lot. So go dance with the prince.
There's so
All
much
right.
pushing.
I know. There's a lot of shoving people around.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to have our lovely dance with the prince in our beautiful outfit.
This is like a nightmare that you have. You miss the bus. And your teeth are
Exactly.
falling out,
Yes.
and you're in a Timu Moogle dancing with a really hot guy.
Yes, and you're about to open the show that that you did like 7 years ago, and everyone remembers all of the stuff, but you don't.
Konban,
Oh,
that's
no.
just you.
That it might
Just
be.
you.
Did he just vomit her out?
Well, we fell over. Yes, we did fall out. So luckily the prince says, oh my gosh, I thought you looked familiar. You're the good girl from the woods. Thank goodness. I've been wanting to find you. Let's go ahead and dance for real.
Hooray!
So they're going to take our little friend away. And again, thank you for all of your donations and meeting this incentive. This is one of the songs that we are able to skip, and we won't today. So please enjoy. Everyone dances with us.
Yes.
Very Bridgerton.
Yes, with giant outfits. Bum, bum.
I can no longer hold it back. My heart is filled with love. The feeling of love for you.
And I can feel your precious heart holding your hand in mine. I feel the special love we have.
Is it just a fantasy?
It's not a fantasy.
Are we dancing in
It's
a dream?
not a dream.
I never ever want to wake up from the sweet, sweet dream.
Na 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 na. It's our world. Our love is everywhere. To the sky, our hearts will soar
Our hearts will soar
above. It's our world.
Our love is everywhere.
Our love is everywhere.
We can fly together on the wings of love. It's a wonderful feeling being in love with you. Please never go.
I'll always say I never want to stop
dancing
with you. Gotta get the triangle in there.
This is our world, and I never ever want to let you go. Oh, man. They were like, that's enough singing.
Yeah.
We're done.
I don't know
Cut
why.
him
I
off.
don't know why there's a giant.
Kane, pull him off.
So, El-kun comes to us afterwards and says, I have fulfilled my dream. Thank you so much. I wanted to be on the stage. And as with all puppets in this world, when a puppet fulfills its dream, it ascends to heaven.
Oh my God.
But don't worry, I will leave my body behind so that you can use it for your fights, which is a good thing because we need it right here. And as you can see, El-kun is still hanging out there ready to go for us.
So it's like some alternate version of Cats the musical. Got it.
Yes, that's it. Apologies to Andrew Lloyd Webber.
I'm not sorry. We don't need to apologize to him. You're welcome, Andrew Lloyd Webber. You're welcome.
You know what vibes I was getting from that whole song with the lights?
Mm.
Anyone remember in Final Fantasy VI where Terra came to be
Oh.
and there was dancing with lights?
It's the baby!
It's the baby!
So the prince comes out and scares the vizier away. We find out something about the ancients because he's like, why are you a puppet who can talk? And she says, this is the way I am. But suddenly, dragons.
Of course.
Okay, so you remember like 30 minutes to 2 hours ago, depending on how fast you're playing this game, when we met Meow, and she got really mad at us because the prince came and sent her away? Well, it turns out that she's part of an evil gang and works for the Queen Moduli. And she went back and said, hey, I don't know who this person is, but it's in the kingdom, and we gotta go find out because I'm real mad.
Great.
And Moduli said, yeah, we're gonna go take revenge. So this is our first introduction to the Moduli gang. We've got Meow, who we've met. In the middle there is Crodia, the beautiful warrior of the rose. She has a crow. Then there's Gal over there. Her thing is that she's really strong. We'll find out more about that later. And then at the top there is Moduli, the evil queen herself. Crodia is driving this dragon to come and accost us as we are having a sweet moment with the prince.
How dare.
But suddenly, we hear a giant crash. More on that later. This interrupts our beautiful moment. Cornette's a little caught up in the moment, and she still thinks that she and the prince are having this nice moment, and is a little embarrassed. But we're gonna run into the castle to see what all of the hubbub was about, and we find out it is, wait for it, everybody, cats!
Yay, kitties!
And so the prince says, something's afoot. I'm gonna give you this holy signet, which has protected my family for generations. Use it. And Etoile says, yeah, we can't leave this hallway. You're just gonna leave us here with the cats we have to battle? What is this?
And he's like, yeah.
Like, bye!
Deuces. I'm out.
But luckily, we're strong, independent women, and we can take care of ourselves, which is what we're gonna do here.
No
We can
way.
take care of the cats.
That's true. We can adopt them.
Yeah.
Can we
Yes,
win
exactly.
just by patting them on the head?
If only. No, we're gonna use the power of holy.
Well,
Rainbows for everyone.
Power of pride.
Power of pride. We are going to go ahead and equip this holy charm because this actually makes it so that every spell that we have, the MP is cut by 50%, and that's going to be very helpful.
love that.
So are we chasing after the prince now?
We are.
Oh,
we are.
whoa.
We are seeing the aftermath of
Whoa.
this dragon. Crodia is not a very good dragon. That dragon's fine. They're just sleeping. And Moduli appears and demands to know who is the one who insulted Meow and by extension her. And the prince, having just had this ball and having all these people around, is very concerned. So he steps forward to confess, and Moduli steps forward to deal with it. And she instantly falls in love with him because that's kind of Moduli's thing. She likes the younger men. So
Real
she
cougar up in here.
real cougar up in here. Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
Yeah.
We'll see more of that later.
Well, it's on the cat theme, so it tracks.
That is true.
Yeah.
So she goes ahead and casts a spell to turn him into a frog or something so that she can take him with her. Unfortunately, Moduli is also historically bad at spells, and she turns him to stone. A
Well-
spell that to her is unreversible. This is now the main plot of the game. We are going to try to make sure that our boyfriend is no longer stone.
Well,
I mean, he can keep the walls from closing in on us. I
That's
just put him
Yeah.
No! He needs a twin to do that.
Yeah, correct.
Old maid, old maid, old maid.
everybody all together.
Old maid! Yes, that was introduced with a Lawrence Welk reference of and a 1 and a 2, which was dated in 1998. I do not know what that was what they decided to do. So we tried to intervene, but unfortunately we're unable to, and Moduli is really strong, so we're not going to be able to do anything. This is another scripted battle that we lose. Vonnie, this is a perfect time for you to jump on in.
Oh, and jump on in I shall. I just want to show appreciation for the blend that you two have. It is silky smooth.
That is also
And
amazing. We've never sung together before.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Anybody who has earphones on listening to this is getting an absolute treat.
Yeah.
All right, donations. We have a $105 donation. It is another one from Dragon Roast Coffee.
Hey!
Oh.
And it says, another excellent ballad from the talented bard. Who needs coffee when we have these angelic voices?
I
Bravo!
do need,
Bravo!
I need coffee, please.
Yes. And we also have $30 from Lady Ariana. And it says, it all starts with an egg, add in a bunch of cats, and a dash of pride rainbows, and it's the perfect recipe for trans rights. This is an amazing game, and this run is fantastic. I can't wait for more singing. Here's my $5 per Thorn Death, as mentioned on the Thorn Death counter, to name the Dragon Quest VIII hero Thorn.
Oh.
And I do want to give a couple of updates on donation incentives. First of all, the Glitch exhibition for Evil Land Legendary Edition has been met, so we will be seeing that. Now, to reference the one from Aries' donation, naming the hero for Dragon Quest VIII, Thorn is in the lead with $30. Ari has $25, and both Snacks and Squall 5 have $20. So if you'd like to throw in on that, you can. But what I recommend you really throw in on is more music, because you're going to be getting that in Dragon Quest VIII. And of course, I mean live music. If you want to hear the DQ8 piano medley being played, we need $1,000. We have $125 for that. If you would like a musical performance of the main theme overture, we need $750 for that. We currently have $225, so about a third of the way there. Now, also, the Blind Fated Dolmagus Phase 1 fight. We've got a little progress there. We got $678, but we need $2,500 to make that happen. But chat, if you're sitting here listening to this absolutely exquisite performance from Konban and Divatron, how are you not throwing money at their feet for absolutely blessing you with their talents? Let's get some money in, apply them to these incentives, and help us raise money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Vonnie.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, so you may have noticed that we had a little bit of an outfit change here because we are now going on a journey. We are in episode 3 or 4. I might have forgotten one.
Did we
but
skip one?
We might have. So we are trying to figure out how to get to, like, into the world to get to the town of Blue Cat, which is across the ocean. We go and talk to the captain, and he tells us, well, I would help you, but my daughter's really sad because her boyfriend said something to her, and I don't know what it is, but she's, like, melancholy now. But you know what? Her favorite food is frogs. So if you can go pick up some frogs for her, go ahead and, like, we'll just make this happen, you know? Then she'll be happy and I can take you across the ocean.
So what I'm learning is that the way to everybody's heart is a really specific weird food.
That is true.
Great.
So this
Is
is
that
the
not
only
true for
RNG
you?
point in the game that can kill the run, and thankfully we got it in 2 tries because sometimes you stand here waiting for frogs and they just don't arrive. It's one of 2 points in the game that are a little bit dicey if it's pushing for a PB, but we got it pretty early. We got these toads, and of course, suddenly, with toads, we need...
More cats!
Anytime you're in the Wonder Woods, this is the 5th time or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're going to fight these cats. We're going to take them down exactly the same way we took them before. This does happen a lot in the game. We're about to see it, in fact, pretty soon, too, is that we just kind of do the same fight in the same manner. Sometimes it has the same people in it. Sometimes it doesn't.
Well,
They are getting a lot of mileage out of these sprites and palette swaps.
And this Wonder Woods area.
Yes.
So we're going to go back to town. We're going to now, frogs in tow, head over to this fellow and say, we got your frogs, my friend. And he says, great, frogs, you didn't cook these? I don't know how to cook. What's the point of that? But you know what? You know who might have really good frogs? The restaurant in the Wonderwood.
Yup.
And this person also confirms that that's a place they could go. He's been giving us some hints. That's a little weird. We'll find out more about that later. So,
Once
pray
again-
return to the Wonderwoods.
Are you going to
Into the
go
wood.
anywhere else?
And we're going to, well, yes, very soon. We've unlocked some of the map. So we're going to go all the way back through the Wonderwoods here, and we're going to head into the restaurant. Let me see if I can get out of this. We're in good shape. Okay, perfect. And once again, hopefully running through the restaurant very quickly, we end up with, what do you think it's going to be?
Wait, last time we got cooked here.
Yeah.
We did. And
So why are we back?
to go get some barbecued frogs.
Obviously.
And once again,
They're gonna barbecue
Wow.
us.
Here we go.
well,
back.
no, they're just going to fight us this time because we're barging in on their dinner. But you are correct. This is the exact same fight with one extra cat, and we are going to vanquish it in the exact same way by doing the exact same two things.
Stunning.
It's a very strange game. They did, in fact, get a lot of mileage out of these sprites here.
Absolutely incredible.
So, having vanquished these cats, we're going to go ahead and we don't have to cook them because luckily, Deus Ex Machina, this is great. They were cooking the toads themselves. We can
Oh,
just take
wow.
what they were making. We're
Oh,
going to bring them
perfect.
back to the captain. We're going to find out that the person who's been giving us hints is her boyfriend who said something about her weight. Thank you, 1990s Games for Girls. And we are then going to, having gotten him happy, we are going to go across the ocean. So, Vaughn, you've got a little more time for you as I do a little grinding right here.
Very good. I've got a donation here that says what everyone in this room is thinking. It's a $10 donation from the Lost Art Gaming, and it simply says, excellent vocals.
Thank you.
We have a $100 donation from David T. Kirai, who says, help your boyfriend. He seems pretty solid.
David.
And we also have a $100 donation from Exasserangutan,
Hey.
who says, amazing to be able to hang out and chat for the most musical sing-along of musical sing-along RPGs with the most musical sing-along of musical sing-along cats, plus Nani, magnificent and musical and sing-along to see.
Thank you, Exa. Great to see you.
Amazing.
A great speedrunner in his own right. And I will say, if you enjoy what we're doing, support your local arts organizations. Go see some local theater,
Yeah.
go see some local opera. There's tons of people like us. Diva runs an opera company. There are tons of people like us out there. You can go and, for not very much money, enjoy some wonderful professional theater at a really good price.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, we head up into Marjolie's floating castle. That's right, she lives in the sky. That's why she needs a dragon.
Obviously.
And she has sent Crotia out to try to figure out how she can reverse the spell because God knows she can't do it. She's not great at magic. Crotia finds out that the only way to reverse the spell is true love's kiss.
Of course.
So-
No, it's no way.
She
Got
looks
it.
like Flea from Chrono
She
Trigger.
does!
That is what I'm trying to think of.
So she's gonna give it a try, but of course she's not the true love.
Wow.
So
That back view.
Well,
don't worry about it.
I was gonna say you
I'm
know
worried
that
about
she's
it.
the main villain based on her costume,
Yes.
That is true.
and that's all I'll say.
I also love that he looks like a clown here with her lipstick, and that if you look
Oh,
carefully, her
oh,
lipstick is smeared. She got the little pixels. A very nice touch.
That is really cute, actually.
So she sends Crotia out to try to figure out some more stuff, and we're gonna head. Oh, I need to talk to a person. Hold on. We're gonna talk to the captain because I totally forgot to do that. We're gonna say, hey, we did you a favor. You want to take us across the ocean? And then yeah,
We were just so distracted by that really spicy scene.
that's true. So we're gonna head across the ocean.
Someone's doing squats.
Never skip leg
Never
day.
skip leg
Never.
day. Yes.
This is the town of Blue Cat. We're going to go ahead and skip it, and we're going to go into this cat's eye mine first. So these dungeons are all the same, as I said, and all very boring. So I have all of my notes here because I don't want to memorize which direction I'm supposed to go, and they all look the same. It's not like I can anchor over everything. So what we're doing here is we're taking a little detour. Normally we'd be going to the Tower of Wisdom that opens up first, and we were going to get a cutscene that we're going to see pretty soon with Etoile, where she tells us, "Hey, why are you here? You need to have the cat's eye diamond. Everyone knows that. Go to the mine." But we're going to go here first because we're speedrunning. We want to save a little time, and also, as I safety save here, because this is the other soft lock we can get in the game if we're not careful, we are going to, again, help a puppet out because it is Tara, Sade's sister.
Are we going to wear her?
We're not going to wear this one.
Well, good.
She's the same size as us. That wouldn't work out well.
They
however,
would make it work.
We are, however, going to fight her because she seems to be angry with us, which is
Oh.
really strange.
All right.
And something that, Sade doesn't know what's going on with that. That's not like his sister. And we're going to find out as we defeat her that the reason why is she is being possessed by some demons.
Are they cats?
I was gonna
They're not
ask.
cats.
Darn.
This is also something that, I don't think happens anywhere else in the game. There's
what
a whole...
are those?
Yeah,
I don't know.
this is This is a different one.
We've just teleported into like Atlas Land
Yes.
now.
It's some Shin
Megami Tensei. Yes.
It's kind of Evangelion.
That's true.
As
Yes,
well.
that is very true. I don't know if this happens anywhere in the game. There's a lot of story stuff you can do. A lot of the puppet, like closing the puppet stories, including this one, involves getting them to level 50 and then doing some stuff to finish the story. So I haven't done a lot of that yet. But normally you can recruit it there, but if you do, it plays the horn. So we say no, we go ahead and we say yes here, and that saves us a little bit of time because we're speed running.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so now we're gonna head over to the Cat's Eye, or the Tower of Wisdom. And as previously mentioned, Etoile has followed us here, and she mostly has followed us here just to yell at us.
Oh.
But we're gonna go ahead and start moving through this tower, and Vonnie, as we do that, this is a great time to throw it back to you.
Well, thank you very much. And I would like to remind all of you watching that your donations do get you eligible for some prizes. A couple that I want to highlight here having to do with this game. We talked about it in the interview, that Rhapsody musical adventure print that was donated by Drake Lake and Amber Harris Art, that we heard a donation from earlier. $25 to get in on that, and those are magnificent. And also, if you're enjoying this game and you'd like to play it yourself, minimum $5 donation gets you eligible for a Rhapsody Steam key. So that's brought to us by NIS America. So very generous of them to allow folks to get in on playing their game by way of prizes. And with donations here, I've got a $25 donation from Klopfer that says the story has been a bit unexpected at times, but at least the motivation has been easy to follow. Go out to see more cats.
Yes.
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 True.
Yes.
And this one has a fantastic comment that I can really get behind. Mezzo donates $36 and says, "We hunt for treasure all throughout the nation, and during Rhapsody, we click donation."
Yeah! Amazing. So we have now found a random puppet standing in this Tower of Wisdom. He says, "Do you know Mustaki?" We say, "Oh yeah, that's our grandfather." He says, "Great, die." Because he hates Mustaki and he hates all humans. For reasons we will find out later.
Are we gonna wear him too?
Well, we could.
I mean,
He's probably empty on the inside.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go. You'll notice also that I have moved Tara into my potty. We need to do some very specific money management, and we're gonna do some of that by selling our friends in a little bit, but we need to level her first to make that happen. As we, for those of you who couldn't hear the mics in the room, someone said, "Wait, what?" Sharing for those at home. So yes, because they're puppets, we can't sell them to a puppet collector in town. I think you're probably intended to do that with the ones you collect out in the world, not the friends you made along the way, but we
Yeah.
don't do any collecting.
Nope.
So. The,
It's like puppet slave trade?
I don't know, I hope not.
Are we trafficking?
He's a child we're selling them to. He's just got to catch them all, okay?
Yeah, he's a child. Okay.
Be ready for the Pokemon
I don't
later,
believe
later
any
in the
of
event. We haven't really done a, where am I? Hold on. Right, upstairs, up, downstairs, left. Here we go. We haven't really done a 100% collect all puppets route as a community because if I recall correctly, in order to collect someone, you have to fight them. And not only is it RNG based if it's going to happen or not, but you also have to have Cornet get the last hit on them. And so it's just too random at the moment to try to figure out anything with it. I mean, some people could try, but it would be a slog.
Can I ask, how did we go from wearing this puppet to it being sentient again?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's a good question. Oh, because when he ascended, he left his body behind.
Right.
He said that he could keep fighting for us. Well, no, he's in heaven. That's the opposite of dead. He's living his best life up in puppet heaven with everybody.
I still don't understand any of this.
Hey, that's it. That's Rhapsody,
We
baby.
do still need you to explain the plot, though, for more donations.
That is true.
We're waiting.
We're about to get a. Oh, that's right. You
Yeah.
have to do it.
Yeah.
I can't explain a thing because you are explaining all the things.
You have to. You just got to take all the notes. It's all there if you focus.
Yeah.
But I know this game can put you in a haze.
Yeah. You gotta lock in.
It's too fast, too furious. The most speedrunning plot you will ever see because it just goes rapid fire.
Feel overwhelmed.
This is Polanski. He's the old man who lives in the tower. And he tells us that we fill him in on what's happening, and he tells us, okay, you actually have to go out and collect all of the different stones in the world. There's the Thunder Stone, the Earth Stone, the Water Stone, the Fire Stone. Then there's one more that I'm forgetting right now because I can't even remember what I said.
It really is Pokemon.
It really is. That's true. So he mentioned something about, or we mentioned something about Mustaki, and he goes, Mustaki? That was my old friend. We used to work on ancient weaponry back in the day. And Karuru is like, we don't want to hear about this. And he says, yeah, we used to work all together, in fact, with the vizier at the castle. We were kind of a crew, but we just wander away.
We just leave.
Yeah, we just leave because Karuru ushers us out.
Okay.
But suddenly, cat's at the window, and they've heard everything.
Of course they have.
And they're going to send it back to Marjorie because she sent them out for a reconnaissance.
Is there a cat on this building? It looks like there
Yes,
is.
Yeah.
they're falling off. Apologies to that.
No, there's like a carving in the wall.
Oh yeah, it's the cat's eye tower.
Yeah.
Oh, right. How could I forget?
So watch this cat right there who just moved into that spot on the in the front there because he did not learn this musical number with everyone because he was out doing a reconnaissance.
Oh no.
And he's a little off. Marjolie's gonna sing for us now.
Whoa.
And I apologize, Diva, but I'm gonna take this one.
Okay.
See, he doesn't know what's going on.
He's so clueless.
Going the wrong way.
Oh man. He's gonna get fired.
I am mightier than the god. The devil is my slave. More beautiful than the goddess. I put her face to shame. Oh, look at me. What do you see? There's no one greater than me. I'm the queen, the best you've seen, so worship me.
Your Highness, Marjorie, we worship you as number one.
Oh yes, I am evil personified, so get down on your knees. And if you're ever graced by my beauty, you'll thank your lucky stars. Aren't I great? It's another raid. Oh, that's the wrong IP, sorry. There is one thing that I still have to get. I won't rest till he's mine, Prince Ferdinand. Oh.
Don't you know you're old enough to be his mother?
Hey, you shut up! My heart is burning, overheating with a raging fire. The prince I do admire, he fills me with desire. Dear Ferdinando, I am here to save you from this curse. You let his love quench my thirst. But if you'll just wait a little longer, I will end your strife. I'll bring you back to life. I'll be your wicked wife. Dear Ferdinando, I am here to save you from this curse. Let your love quench my thirst.
Quench
Your
thirst.
If you dare to get in my way,
We'll make you
pay.
you won't live another day.
Queenie.
Just show your beauty.
You're
You're the baddest queen under the sun. Keep on shining. We'll keep on whining. She's our queen. She's the baddest to be seen. Marjorie, you're the evil beauty. We bow down to you eternally.
L'chaim!
You know, the jiggle physics are doing some heavy.
Yeah.
I
I told you to watch that cat in the front.
I could not take my eyes off of other
really
things.
we were trying to direct your focus, okay?
I
She
just want
was
to jump
trying to
in here
direct
real
my
quick
focus.
because that was one of the songs that I got to contribute to as well.
Yeah.
So a thank you personally from all of you that helped us to get that donation incentive met because it's not the only time I'll be helping you out, just so you know.
Right. Yes, thank you, Vonnie, for jumping in. Let's give a round of applause to Vonnie Vaughn, everyone. All right, so having returned to Blue Cat, we are now on a new episode. This is the Waterstone one. And so we are going to head into the underground pirate ship because we talked to someone in the bar and she said, oh, my friend's really sad because her fiance was a pirate and he died, and I feel like they have some unfinished business. So can you go talk to my boyfriend who is a pirate and he'll let you into the ship? And we get there and he goes, hello, ladies, how you doing? And we say, your girlfriend sent us, and he lets us into the ship.
Great.
What's also funny is this little puppet here, they're all spread around, you can talk to them. We don't talk to any of them, but this one says, man, people should not leave their journals just lying around. And so, I didn't get the trigger here. Let me do it one more time. And so that's, of course, what we do. So as we read this journal, we find, I did get the trigger. Hold on. Please, get me out of this. What we find here is that on that terrible day, the first mate and the captain's son were in this terrible accident, and that the captain's son died.
Whoa.
And the
Whoa, the
captain
tiger.
has blamed, that tiger, I know, that cat's a little sad.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
kitty.
The captain blames the first mate for his son's death. But we're going to see very soon that there's more to this story than meets the eye, because suddenly he goes.
Whoa.
And he's going to transport us to, that's right, the bottom of the ocean. We are here on this sunken ship. It is somehow filled with air, not water.
Sure.
And we're going to do some exploration to see what is up here.
Now, you said this is another episode, so I have a very important question for
Yes.
you. Is this the beach episode?
It is not the beach episode. I think the song we just got was the beach episode. So we read this journal, and we find that the captain's son was going to propose to his girlfriend. We take that rare ring. We could go finish that story and get a little bit of closure by giving it to her, but unfortunately we're speedrunning and we're not. We'll send it in the mail later. Suddenly we find Gao, another one of Marjolie's minions. We say, Gao, how is it you're here? We're under the water. And Gao goes, I swam here. I'm really strong. That's kind of my thing.
Great.
And I'm going to go find the water stone before you nerds can. So we decide that that's not what's going to happen. And we're going to go take and find the water stone ourselves before that can happen.
I really appreciate the extremely logical connection between I'm really strong, I'm obviously good at swimming.
Yeah.
Duh.
Hey, it takes a lot of strength to swim.
Well, yeah.
But yes, it takes a lot of specific strength.
Very specific. Yeah.
Gao's just going to work on everything. I'm going to do a quick safety save here, just because this fight can sometimes be mean. So we're going to wander into this area here to get some exposition. And as the first mate and the captain search for the ghost of the captain's son, he reappears to us and tells us, hey, Dad, you're totally wrong. You just, don't know anything. Libni, the first mate, he did try to save me, but it was one of those Titanic situations. He just couldn't. And so before anything else can happen, this painting on the wall comes to life and says, whoa, who's taking away my friend? Who's taking away my lover? None of this is addressed ever again. We're just going to fight this painting.
Wow, crazy.
This fight is long and not very interesting. I'm just going to do it. Savani, it's up to you now, my friend.
right.
Save us.
Okay, you got it. We've got a whole bunch of donations in here from folks. We got a $25 donation from the Code Machine with no comment. Thank you for that. We've got a $5 donation from Saber Viper, no comment.
Saber.
$25 from Chris J with no comment. Thank you again. We have $25 from Code Gorilla, who says, as is tradition, the villain gets the best song.
Absolutely.
It's true.
Loving this combination speedrun / sing-along. And then we have a $10 donation from Ganchhorn, which says, I forgot to add incentive to my last dono. Well, we appreciate you sending in another one to tell us that, and I'm sure apply it to some sort of incentive. And as a reminder for where we're at on what we've got coming up here, specifically in Dragon Quest VIII, Blindfolded Domagus Phase 1, $703 we've got, $2,500 we need for that. For the DQ8 Piano Medley, 261 we have, 1,000 we need, so we're a quarter of the way there. Musical performance of the main theme Overture, 275 we have, 750 we need, so we're about a third of the way there as well. As far as naming the hero, still in the lead is Thorn with $35, and right behind it is Ari with $25. I also want to point out we are extremely close to $19,000 raised so far.
Yay.
I said at the beginning when we had 18,000 that I wanted to get to 20. We're almost halfway there, and we're almost halfway through the run. If we can keep up this pace, we can hit 20K by the end of this run. Chat,
I think we can
let's
do it.
do it.
We can
Let's do it, everyone.
Do it.
All right, so there is a specific set of like things I'm supposed to do and places I'm supposed to move. Apologies to Ever After, I still haven't memorized the pictures that you very meticulously took for me. I am a terrible, terrible person. If I get turned into a frog here, then that's bad. It's not the end of the world and it's kind of funny, but it's not supposed to happen.
You're gonna get cooked.
So just for clarity, this painting just became sentient and was like, you suck and I hate you and I'm gonna fight you and then we're gonna kill it and we're never gonna address it again.
Yeah, I think it's also a ghost, maybe. I'm not really sure.
Great.
There's maybe some exposition somewhere that tells us more stuff. There's also apparently a lot of stuff that is, with some of the weirdness in this, that is also addressed in Rhapsody 2 and Rhapsody 3.
Oh, of course.
Wait, there's sequels to this?
There are. They
Yeah.
never came out in America during the PlayStation era. They have both been released by NIS. Thank you, NIS, for bringing them to us. They are in a package on basically any platform that you can buy. And yeah, they haven't done an English voice cast for the second and third, but they do have subtitles and you can play them now.
I'm just saying, call us.
If you need some English voice cast, we're ready to go. Just patch it in.
We're prepared.
But thank you, NIS, for providing that key as a prize as well. It's great to see you supporting RPG Limit Break 2. So we have gotten them to forgive each other. It turns out the Waterstone was in his pocket thanks to the magic of familial forgiveness. And so he says, here, you can take that. And we say, sure, that's what we're here for. And now we're going to leave.
Great.
So we're going to head back up to the top of the ship.
So magic therapy got us what we needed.
Exactly.
Love that.
And as we get up here, it is a very out-of-breath Gao. And we say, Gao, how are you here? And she said, I swam. I'm really strong. That's kind of my thing. And so we're going to fight her now, but no worries. We don't need to be too afeared for her, even though she is, in fact, very strong. We're going to take her down with the power of pancakes.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Pastry-based reward system.
Carbs for the win.
We unfortunately, it's cops for the win.
Yes.
That's us
Always,
take down,
always.
That's us
Yes.
take down on leg day lady. She
Too many carbs. She was like, whoa, I'm not carb loading right now.
swims away and we watch her do so. We go, wow, she is really fast. That's kind of scary. All right, so now we are going to get the final party that we're going to have for the rest of the game, and that does mean we're going to say goodbye to Tel's already gone, Kid, and Tara, and Elkun. Wish them a fond farewell. We're going to talk to this mailbox where there's a demon inside it, and we're going to, of course, just use our horn to, again, not addressed. Apparently addressed in the second or third
Oh,
game.
all right.
But not in this one. We're just
Cool.
going to meet Nightspawn, who's going to be our friend.
Cheers.
Wait,
Cheers.
Nightspawn lives in the mailbox.
He's in the mailbox right now. I don't know if he
Cool.
lives in it. It's like a pocket dimension that we find. I'm not really sure. What was the point of that, she says? That's a very good question.
Incredible. I love that it's self-aware at least.
Yes. All right, so we're going to go back to the one. No, not back to the Wonder Woods. My bad. We're going to go back. Thank goodness. We're going to go back to Mother Green. I'm going to unequip everybody really quickly. No, I'm not like that. I'm not. You think the easiest thing to do where you just press X a whole bunch would be the easiest part of menuing, but apparently it's not for me. Already unequipped him. I'm going to very carefully sell the correct characters. I have absolutely sold the wrong ones before and ended my run in sadness. Not doing that today. Perfect. We're going to go ahead and buy here two genius caps, and my money routing is good. We're going to go back to Blue Cat. We're going to purchase 3 Dragon's Claws, which are going to make Duke punch very, very hard. That's in the shop, however, and I am not going to forget to talk to the dude over here. I knew there was a reason I was running on that stoop. This person tells us he's heard about some information about the Earthstone across the sea in the Land of the Frogs, which is where we're going to go next. Land of the Frogs?
There's a lot about frogs in this game.
That is very true. She doesn't like frogs.
We also eat them,
That's true.
and then now we're gonna go hang out with them.
That's true.
That feels
all of the
complicated.
above.
That feels really complicated.
That's true.
So, anyways, I ate your friends. How's it
No,
going?
we sold our friends.
Oh,
We sold the friends to someone who ate them.
That's true.
Yeah.
All of that is accurate.
Okay, cool.
Wait, so you catching all of this for the summary at the end of the game?
I am deeply upset. And I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. And apologies to my roommate.
Well, once again, going into the ship shack, a good old place where we can get together. This is the other dicey part of the game, not in terms of it being a problem, but because Nightspawn and Duke are both level 1, if we sometimes can get them to die here, and we're going to see if it happens. Please don't kill my friend. He did. Okay, this is all right. We'll just go. We're going to go ahead and level Duke. And we're going to go revive him. It's a little bit of a time loss, but that is all right. There's another part here where this can happen in the near future as well. But luckily, my money routing is such that we are doing okay. That's not great. Oh, good. You can attack. Yes. And you should be able to do some big damage, even at a low level. 152 is pretty good.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to go. Duke is now in a little bit better shape. I'm going to go use. This is why we buy a few extra teleporters. We're going to go ahead back to. You get to see a mechanic of the game. This is the only way we can do this. We're going to go back over here and revive our friend Nightspawn. We're going to take the ship over to the Land of the Frogs. And Vonnie, with this, we have a little bit of time for me to throw back to you as we get back through this part, because there's not much interesting.
Okie dokie. I want to highlight some of the other prizes that are available in this current prize block, which is actually going to be ending at the end of the Evoland run, which is coming up next. So if you want to get in on some of this stuff, your time is running out. And what this stuff is one of those Disguise 7 Complete, the Lucky Slumber Cats that our lovely Ariana was showing off during the interview there. $5 to get in on that. If you would like copies of either Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD remakes or the Dragon Quest 3 HD remake for the Nintendo Switch, $10 to get in on those. Those were both generously donated by T Murdoch 8. And we also saw those perlers that were of Golbez and Fusia from Final Fantasy IV. They are their original Super Nintendo sprites. Those are given to us by Red Silvers, $5 to get in on that. And then the Parasite Eve wooden game replica that Keanu almost decided to abscond with himself, but I don't think he ultimately did. So if you want to get it yourself, you need to donate at least $25. And you can get in on that. And speaking of donations, we just got one that has taken us over $19,000 for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And that donation was a $25 donation from Amari that says, excited to watch a speedrun of my favorite game with my favorite community. With love from the cute coffee shop.
Aww, awesome. All right, so we are now in Frogland, and they are being accosted by Labubu and Labibi. It's just Boo Boo and Bibi, but they say you shouldn't go over there because Boo Boo and Bibi are the worst, and they keep eating our friends, and it's no good. So we need to head this way because we're trying to find the Earthstone. So we're gonna try to take them down.
Well, guess we gotta mess up some fish.
I guess so. That's a common theme in this game
It
too.
really is.
Are they fish?
They're like flying fish.
They are some weird messed up fish.
I don't know what's going on.
They're wearing masks. I don't really know what's
It's
that.
really unclear.
Maybe they're related to the night puppet, and those are their helmets, just like reversed. I don't have answers for
I
this
don't
game.
know.
I just speedrun it, and
Yeah.
it's a delight. I'm just here for the ride as I press buttons and make the ride go. So now, having defeated Labubu and Labibi and gotten a little bit of extra leveling in, we're going to go through the frog path, and we're going to head our way to Frogberg Castle.
Boy, you were not kidding about this dungeon.
I know, it's the same one over and over again. There's 3 of them total. We've seen 2 of them. We'll see the last one in about an hour.
For all of the good sprite work, this is
It's
this
so
is a little
funny.
bit less.
And honestly, the backgrounds in the battle scenes are also all really good. I don't know, yeah, maybe they just didn't want to do extra.
They just ran out of time.
They ran out of money.
Possible.
We've never
Okay.
seen that happen with a RPG.
That's
Never.
true.
Never. Just
Chance sequences. We're going to. That's a myth. We're going to put on the Sonic shoes on Cornet to ensure that she always goes first, which means we'll always be able to build up our horn power now. We're going to try to run away from this because I think my leveling is probably good at this point. We are not able to run away from this, so we are going to instead go ahead and take this battle. We are going to talk to those frogs who are sitting over there. They're going to tell us, oh my gosh, we're so thankful that you got rid of the things that have been eating all of our friends. We want to take you to the king and the queen to have a banquet with you, and that's what we're going to do next. So, Vonnie, as we head there, we've got a little bit more time for you.
Alrighty, well, I want to talk about a whole bunch of contenders here that we have for naming the hero in the Dragon Quest VIII run coming up in a little bit. We've got a lot, and they're all pretty tightly packed. Thorn still in the lead with $35. Ari has $25. Jojo has $25. Snacks has 20. And Squall 5 has 20. So we always love a spicy bid war. Let's see if we can kind of get things jump started here with these donations. Get some donations in for the name that you want to see for that hero. Remember, that run that you're going to be watching is over 12 hours long. So you are absolutely going to get literally your money's worth by seeing your chosen name for the hero for a very, very long time. So let's throw some money in on that, folks. Come on.
That's what we call value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bang for
Nothing
your buck.
better.
So we have arrived at Frogput Castle. We are having a lovely banquet. Unfortunately, it all consists of mosquitoes and flies, and although that's really good protein, we're not used to eating that. So it's a little bit out of our wheelhouse.
No, we're
And
used
so-
to eating frogs.
That's true. We don't eat the frogs, just our friends. But the king says, prepare the song, and that's what we're going to do. This is the second best song in the game. Here we go. Even though it comes in on beat like 7.5, if you've been counting.
Yeah, they definitely have been counting.
Are you ready, team?
Yeah.
We're all ready.
Deep inside this jungle green, mysterious kingdom that's never been seen. Land of the frogs, a most sacred place. Amphibian paradise, wide open space. So please come to our kingdom, the sacred land of the amphibian.
Criminally short song. That's it. That's all we get.
Yeah.
Should have gotten more. It goes on in the soundtrack.
It's true.
Alas, not here.
Nope.
Thank you. So we tell him that we like the song, but they say, hey, we like you. Oh. Well, I was going to skip playing my horn, but I zigged when I should have zagged. Normally we say, no, we don't want to play the horn for you because we're speedrunning. We're going to save a couple of seconds. But
Nope.
One of the things, a technique that's really good in this when you have to select no to things, which you do a lot, is you just stop pressing right and the X button. Sometimes you move a little faster than the boxes do, so it can seem like you said yes even though you said no, and that is what just happened to me right there, because I thought I messed it up on the first one, and then I messed it up on the second. So speedrunning, everyone, it'll break your heart. And will lift you up. All right, so now we're really, really hungry, and so we're going to head out into the castle to try to find some food. I don't know why we think there will be anything here that we'll be interested in eating, but what we find instead is a frog. We're not going to eat him. He's the fiancé of the princess, and he tells us a little information. We go back here, and we discover an interloper. You may have noticed this little blue frog who was dancing with everybody. It turns out he's broken into the castle. Now, why he broke into the castle and then went and danced with everybody, I don't actually know. But he was
He's really good at interloping, obviously.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. So he is off. He has broken into the castle to try and see the princess, and she comes out and says, "No, don't be mean to him. He's my special friend." And the king says, "Well, I'm sorry that the punishment for breaking into the castle is death, and so that's kind of what we got to do."
Sorry about it.
And the princess says, "Okay, never mind. He's not my special friend. We're in love." And he says, "Well, there's still nothing I can do about it." And the queen says, "Well, maybe you should do something about it." And he goes, "Why does everyone know what's happening except for me? This is terrible. I'm really upset."
No, I also don't know what's happening. That's okay. Join the club.
And her fiancé says, "Wait, why did you just send him to go fight the frog taa in the Gama temple and collect the Earthstone? And that will prove his bravery, but that's not going to happen because it's certain death. That thing's just going to kill him when he goes over there." And the king says, "Yeah, that sounds good. Go get me the Earthstone. That's totally fine. Whatever." And they both leave.
So
All right.
this castle looks like the previous castle, but a palette swap with different statues.
Yes,
But it really is the exact same.
we're learning a lot about this today.
So is this a situation? Am I understanding this correctly? That this person has a fiance and they're fully cheating on the fiance with the blue frog?
Yes, but it's a betrothed marriage. That's a forced marriage.
it's-
Yes,
okay.
yes. So she had no
So
voice
we
in the matter.
support the blue
We do
frog.
support the blue
Okay.
frog. So they say, "What are we going to do?" And it turns out we were here the whole time. And they ask, will you go help Michael go and get the Earthstone? And we say yes. And normally
Obviously.
that is what we would do. But instead, it's time for the Michael World Tour! We're going to do absolutely everything else we can do in the game and take this frog all over the place. Not by his choice, but because, and it's not I don't know if this is actually the fastest route anymore, but it certainly is the funniest route, so it's what we're going to do today.
Amazing.
Now we're going to go over here and we're going to fight the dragon who shouts like a lady. That's the dragon who shouts like a lady.
Wait, is this the same forest?
No, this is the suspension bridge.
Oh.
Can't you see the bridge?
More on that. There's a lot of them. There's
Don't
four
you
of them.
see that we're standing on a bridge?
Oh, I can just.
I'm going through the 5 steps right now. Acceptance will come, just not yet.
Absolutely. That was the dragon who shouts like a lady. We'll hear her again. I don't know why that's the sound clip that they chose, but it is. That guy's like, hey, thanks for saving me from that dragon. Maybe come visit me in the town of Red Hot. So we do. This is the town of Red Hot.
But in Suikoden,
That was the town of Red Hot.
Wow.
in Suikoden it was elephants. So the dragons sound like elephants.
That is true. We're getting all sorts of dragon sounds today. This is the Salsa volcano that we're now heading towards, and Crotia shows up basically just to tell us that she doesn't like us. That's about all she does right now.
Great. Did she bring chips?
Oh no, that's a good question. What a terrible host.
Yeah.
I guess if she's coming to visit, she's not the host, but that's,
Listen.
we're all
Well,
guessing.
then she's a bad guest.
That's
If there's gonna be salsa, you gotta bring the chips.
That's it. I have a community member who has been watching me run this game for a while and who made a donation earlier. Shout out to Exas Orangutan. And recently when I was practicing, he said, I've always not been paying attention when you get to this part and wondered what the joke was for the split that says Salsa Volcano and didn't realize that's just the name of it.
Yeah.
It's true. All right, so we're gonna head, and notice that this is the same palette, but we know it's warm because it's red now.
It's red.
Right.
Yep, yeah.
That's the way it works. Okay, so as we move through here, and I don't know, like, so here's the thing. There are a lot of things that you can pick up on all of these. The main thing that we're skipping in this is no, don't go that way. Up instead. It's even written right there for me. The main thing that we're skipping in all of these chests, there are items that you can use that are somewhat helpful, but you can do a lot of portrait collecting in this game. As you go through, a lot of the boxes have some wonderful art from the game in them, and I believe in the Steam version there's an achievement to go and get all of them.
Neat.
So if that's something you're also interested in, is finding some cool art, the deluxe edition of this also has the art book with it, which is really nice in a digital format. You can view it through Steam or as a PDF. It's awesome, and the art in this series has just been lovely. And there's a ton of great fan art out there. There's a huge, robust community that loves these games. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of defense on Nightspawn just because at the moment they're a little squishy, and now we're gonna run through the rest of this volcano, and we hopefully, without any random battles, we run into Crotia fighting the other dragon.
Oh.
And so this is the other dragon who shouts like a lady, and they kind of mess up Crotia here, so we decide we need to run in and save them, and that's what we're gonna do with this very brief battle.
Hello, arch nemesis. Let me fight your nemesis for you.
Which is too nice, you know?
They really
my
are.
enemy is my friend.
That's true. And we're just trying to save our boyfriend, hopefully.
Yeah.
We haven't really
Oh, I
talked.
forgot about him. That's too long ago.
That's why we're collecting all the stones.
Oh, right. Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, we're getting all the stones so that we can fix the bad spell that the sorceress messed up.
That's it.
So if he turns unstoned, does the lipstick stain remain?
I think they've cleaned that off.
Oh, that's too bad.
It's actually a permanent tattoo now.
Yes. So we take down this dragon, and Crotia goes, "What are you doing? You're messing with the natural ecology, and also they have an egg, and also they're the seals that keep this volcano from blowing up. I didn't want you to do any of this. What's wrong with you?" And then she just Piccolo's out of there.
Oh, great. Goodbye.
So we think something is amiss, and we head back to the town of Red Hot. And even though we've only been there for 13 seconds, we really sense that something is wrong and that people are missing.
Yeah.
I see why you bought 25 teleporters now.
I've already had to use 2 or 3 extras.
They're back again.
Yeah, and so we hear that there's a problem, and now we're going to go back to this dungeon and walk through it exactly the same way again. So, Vonnie, you have a couple of minutes.
Oh,
Maybe just a
excellent. Let me start off with some donations. I've got a $10 donation from Phoenix Captain that says 12 hours. That's what you call value. And then I have a $25 donation from Freedom Pulse.
Hey!
And it says, I've heard the Michael World Tour is quite the thriller. Good luck, Konban, on the run. Loving the tunes.
Awesome. Thank you,
Thank
Freedom.
you, Freedom.
And I want to give a couple of updates here as far as these incentives go. I was talking about the bid war for naming the hero in Dragon Quest VIII, but there's also another bid war for choosing who is going to be the party leader, and that's who you will see on, I believe that you will see that on the overworld map. And of course, your choices there are going to be the hero, Angelo, Yangus, and Jessica. Unfortunately, Hero and Angelo don't have any money towards them. So if you like them and you want to see them, put your money towards that. Currently, Yangus has $75 and Jessica has $100. So again, a lot of value there for who you want to see leading the party, so you can get your money in for that. As for the incentives for the rest of that run, especially the ones that have to do with the music, the piano medley is at $261 out of the 1,000 that we need, so plenty of room there. And then for the musical performance of the main theme overture, $275 out of the 750 that we need there. So a little under 500 to get that going. So plenty of value for you to pour your money into not only these donation incentives, but also the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And, you know, as you're raising this money or helping us to raise this money for the event, I want to talk a little bit about what it is that they can do and what they can provide, specifically their NAMI helpline. The NAMI helpline is a free US-based nation peer support service providing information, resource referrals, and support to people living with mental health conditions, their family members, caregivers, and mental health providers. The NAMI helpline is available Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Time via phone call, text, and live web chat. To reach the NAMI helpline, please call 1-800-950-6264, or you can visit nami.org/help to access all NAMI helpline resources and contact information. If you feel like this is something that would be useful to you, maybe useful to someone you know, someone you love, please spread the word, take advantage of the services that they offer. What we're doing here all week long is for incredible services just like that.
Thank you, Vonnie. So, we have taken down, unfortunately, the villagers took down the other dragon, and you see that Crodia was really mad about us, and now we have a baby dragon that we get to take with us.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
Did we just play the horn in order to pick up the egg?
That egg was real big. We couldn't put it in our pocket. We summoned it as a monster.
Ah, okay.
That's the
All
way
right.
we do. We got these giant arcade buttons that for some reason control the suspension bridge, and no one's been able to figure out what to do with them. But we are speedrunning, we know the solution. So we're just gonna do this really quickly. There's a clue about this that uses like actual binary numbers to help you know what order to do them in. But you can just look it up. So we're gonna head to the north.
That source
now.
of binary, that's the only logic in this game.
That's it. That's
Yeah.
true.
Digital logic.
Digital logic. Get an FPGA, you're ready to go. All right, so we know this is the cold one because it's blue.
Of course.
We are in the ice cave. We are heading on up, and we are moving through this. Something I noticed also, there's actually 3 color palettes for the dragons, so there's 3 of them maybe. I thought there were only 2, and I don't know where the other one went. So maybe we can drop this egg dragon off at something else.
Yeah.
All the sounds that they make in this game
It's
are
really
wonderful.
incredible.
Wait, so does the fairy like just peace out every battle? She like goes down to the corner because
She does, yeah.
She's like, I'm not dealing with
She's
this.
not helping.
Oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Oh, I'm lost. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, she's helping us with the power of friendship.
Oh, obviously.
Cool.
That's the support. That's our magic power.
Yeah.
So as you can see, this is why we buy a couple of extra teleporters, is just for moments like this. I'm gonna go the right way this time, hopefully. Up, right. This is where I made a mistake, I think. Please let me leave. Oh my gosh, this game sometimes. Vonnie, do you have anything else as I move through this to the next town?
Yeah, I want to remind everyone about the prizes that we have here. We talked about some of them in the interview, specific to Rhapsody, getting those musical adventure prints that were provided by Drake Lake and Ember Harris Art. $25 gets you in on that. If you want to play this game yourself, the Rhapsody, a musical adventure Steam key, a $5 minimum donation will get you eligible for that. And the game prior to this, Suikoden, there's actually a Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster For the PS5, you can get yourself a copy of that, or eligible for a copy of that, for a minimum $10 donation. So plenty of value, even for the smaller donations. I know sometimes people feel like, just a $5 donation, just a $10 donation, quote unquote, isn't doing much, and that couldn't be further from the truth, because they all add up, they all accumulate, and they all go toward a great cause, and could get you some pretty cool swag. So and there's nothing special that you need to do get eligible for those. You make a donation and you're in, as long as you hit the threshold for those, maybe some specific prizes. So use the donate command in chat, and let's raise some more money for the National Alliance of Mental Illness.
Yes, I would like to point out, I believe one of those prizes that are eligible is a poster of the Michael World Tour. Am I correct?
That is indeed correct.
Amazing.
So if you would like your very own Micro World Tour concert poster featuring Dragon Who Shouts Like a Lady, go ahead and get those donations in before the end of this run. Thank you so much to Drake Lake for that wonderful, wonderful piece of art.
I'm just imagining the voice actors being in the booth for this and them just being like, okay, so you're making the sound of the dragon, just like whatever you feel, and this person just screaming their face off. One take wonder, and they're like, that's it, we got it, next.
So we wander into this temple when we find a face-down child. We're going to take him back to the town of White Snow, and again, incoming people punching each other. It turns out that he is trying to get into the temple over there to collect the Thunderstone, which is a holy item for this town. And the reason is because his mother is sick with thunder fever or something like that. I don't really remember what it is.
A super real disease.
A super real disease. So the townspeople are concerned about this because they don't want to bother and upset the guardians of their town, but they do understand that this is probably the only way to cure the mom. And so this person who's like his foreman or something agrees that we are going to go over there and try to solve this, and we agree to bring this kid along with us, and we're going to head over into the tower. This is actually a really interesting part of the game because we can actually skip all of this. This is another skippable song we're about to go into if you know where you need to go in the tower. And I'll talk a little bit more about how that works. But first, we got a song that you unlocked. Thank you so much to everyone who's been donating. This is my third favorite song in the game. Mountain man, big and strong and full of fury. Mountain God, lead us on our holy journey. Yo ho ho, we are soldiers of the mountain. Mountain man, big and strong and always shouting. I love that the kid says, our master always sings this song when he goes here. That's the way I imagine him singing it. This song loops, and we've sung it, so we're going to continue. Into the tower we go, and you get to hear almost all of it before the looping happens. Ha-ha! Beat it. Thank you. All right, thank you, everyone. We got a little bit more of tower navigation. So, Quiz, you ready?
Yes.
You want to try while we navigate to give us a summary up to this point for the people who are just joining us?
Someone went to the men's room and almost got cooked. And there was a vizier that came out.
Okay.
And he was kind of like Jafar.
Yep.
And then you sang a song that kind of sounded like Aladdin, and then you sang another song that kind of sounded like Aladdin.
That's true. So far, so good.
And then there was dungeons that all looked the same, and one was a red one was a blue one, which is fire and ice because reasons.
That's true, Elizabeth Taylor.
And then there was a mention of Deus Ex Machina, which I think is so funny that you're mentioning Latin in this game.
I like that that's the part that you latched on.
Yeah.
The thing that's not like, that makes sense because the rest of the game doesn't make any sense.
And for a long time there were cats, and now there are no cats.
There will be more, don't worry.
Well, the source of the cats I question because there's so many that die.
No, sometimes we just scare them away. That's mostly what happens.
Okay.
They like to flee.
We sold our friends, which was not really cool.
No.
We cast a lot of rainbow spells, which is great because pride. Still, this looks the same. There's a forest that we kept going back to. There were dresses. We wore our friend. The friend went to heaven. Then we sold him.
Yeah?
I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
And I thank you for last minute joining me on this cast.
What you're doing with your life is really awesome charity work.
That is very true. Woo,
You know,
let's go. How much you living, Ray?
Speaking of raising money for charity, we have a $25 donation from Quist that says, "What am I doing with my life?" I also thank you very much for giving that summary. I'm looking around the room and Boogie Poppy is very conspicuous by her absence.
Yeah,
She
she's been
promised
gone
to
for a
donate more if
while.
you gave that synopsis, and you sure as hell did. So, Poppy, get in here.
So we have gone ahead and walked through a wall, as you noticed. That's the
my
secret of the
gosh.
temple. You can skip picking up all of those people and doing this just totally on your own here. And so what's really interesting about this is that depending on what you do, you get a lot of different things happening. We're fighting Gal right now because we told that even though we the Guardian has shown up and is with us, and even though we really wanted the Thunderstone, we said to them we don't want to sacrifice everything just to do this, and so that impressed the Guardian, but it did mean that Gao showed up. If you go in by yourself, or if you say, yes, we do want to do that there, you can actually fight all the Guardians, and you get different results depending on what you do. If you fight all the Guardians at that moment, at the end of the battle, Crotia shows up and says, I'm really disappointed in you, and then just disappears. And if you fight them without talking to anyone, which is the fastest part in the speed run, and if you do it regardless, if you defeat the Guardians, when you go back to the town, everyone is furious with you and says, get out, we don't want you
Because
here at
how
all.
could you kill all the Ninetales?
They are
Yeah, it's a
very,
lot of
very
nine
deep.
tails.
So it is really interesting that it doesn't really affect anything else except which dragon we're going to get later, spoilers. But it is really interesting that there's some branching pathways in this game.
Huh.
So we just got the Holy Stone instead of the Thunderstone. That's okay, it's not going to be a problem. And we're going to go back to the suspension bridge. We have one more place to go on the end of our Michael World Tour. We're going to walk through here before we take him back to finish his quest. He's just chilling in our pocket. He's having a good time. He's like with us. This is the town of Oasis. We're not going to go there yet. We're going to pray return to the Wonder Woods because we got to go there. Who's cheering for that?
My soul is leaving my body.
We gotta go back one more time. One more time here. All the way back. We're going all the way back to the restaurant.
Were those wizard frogs?
They might have been.
Dope.
Wait. This is the place where we thought we were going to buy a dress.
Correct.
Yeah.
And then there was no, because it's a barbecue.
It's a barbecue place now. They
There
bought
are
out it.
no dresses.
Are we going to
in
get
town.
cooked again?
No, this time, instead of anyone being here,
Oh.
there's some cat gods.
Cats.
We're gonna talk to this dude in the back, and he says, oh, hey, Etoile's been looking for you. She went to the town of Oasis to try to find you. Here's a key so you can get into the mines where she is. And then he disappears like a puppet. I don't know anything about why I have to do this or why that is what they do.
Are we going to wear him too?
We're not. I hope not. There might be something plot-wise that I missed that tells us what's happening there, but I don't know why they send me back to this silly woods again.
I have missed the entire plot.
Your summary was pretty
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
I forgot jiggle physics. There were jiggle
That's true.
physics.
That's
Yeah, there was that too.
And I do have to say that, like, literally 3 seconds after I called her out, she sent in, and she, of course, being Boogie Poppy, sent in a $10 donation that says, close enough.
Yay!
Thanks, Poppy.
So we're searching for the final stone and Etoile in the mines, and we're just kind of wandering around, but listen.
Listen.
Oh, I hear something.
Listen.
I wonder what that could be.
Boy, that's a pretty suspicious sound.
What's something that digs in the ground and maybe could potentially eat us?
A cat.
Mole people?
And also potentially could have an entire city of people. That's right, Atlas, eat your heart out. We did it first. It's a giant worm, and inside of it is a city of minecars. And so we're now inside this giant worm, and we're going to try to figure out what is happening.
Are we going to go find Go-Go?
We're not going to find Go-Go, but we are going to find, of course, Etoile, who has also been eaten by this giant worm and is living in the worm town. And we say, we got to get out of here and like continue our quest. And she says, well, it's going to be challenging because the only way you can defeat a worm is to first kill its first 2 secondary hearts. And you have to do that at the same time. And once you do that, you're able to then kill the main heart, and that will stop the worm from moving, and you can get out. But nobody here wants to do anything with it.
There are luggage racks in here.
And so we're going to go, there are luggage racks, it's the train cars. we're going to go confirm that people don't want to do this. And then we're going to go by talking to 2 people. And now we're going to go back and talk to her. And she says, you see, no one wants to leave. They're content here. And we say, that's true. But you know what we need? We need a song.
Oh.
Because you're the one who's going to help us.
Oh.
Etoile.
And this is why we're having a bad time.
This is why we're having a bad time.
We're having a bad time in the worms.
In the worm
in
that
the
has
belly of
consumed
the beast.
It wasn't, we didn't eat the frogs. We didn't sell our friends. It was the worm that ate us all along.
And the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna be like, everything is bad, man.
That's true.
Okay. Why am I always feeling down? Why am I always so afraid? Why?
Why?
Why have I given up hope?
What is it you're afraid of? I know, Elphaba. It's okay, you could say I'm afraid too, in the same way. Thanks, Bonnie.
I give up hope. I just can't cope. Can't give my all much longer.
You're not alone, so just hang on. You must try to be stronger. You can overcome life's ups and downs. You can turn your life around. That's the meaning of true courage. So please remember. Don't you ever give up trying. Be courageous, keep on striving. Fly to the stars. You can have hope for tomorrow. So let's hold hands with one another. We can both take one step further. Dreams can come true. Find the hope that's deep inside. Find the strength that keeps your dreams alive. I gotta say, mental health is never that simple, but I want to reiterate that there are resources out there for you, and you are strong. You do have true courage. You can use those resources that NAMI provides. You can reach out to them. And once again, I just want to thank NAMI for being what we're here for, what we're raising money for, that wonderful organization. So thank you. Really quickly before we move on, this is a time loss, but I did forget to do this. We have to talk about this song. It's the, if we get to it, legally distinct Dr. Mario theme. It's the legally distinct Dr. Mario theme. Ba-ba. All right, we're moving on. So you know we're in the warm because it's pink
Oh,
now.
it's blood.
Famously
Got it.
worm-colored.
Okay, so what Etoile told us at the end of that song, she said, all right, yes, I will help you. Here's what you have to do. We're going to kill these hearts at exactly the same time.
Great.
You have to kill it on the 6th turn. She says multiple times, do you understand? The 6th turn. First of all, we're like, what's a turn? The 6th turn you have to kill it on, or this will not work.
Okay.
We are going to kill this heart on the 1st turn, because no matter what you do, even if you do it right at this point in the game, she either comes and yells at you for doing it wrong, or comes and says, oopsie, tee, walks away, and then we'll yell at you for doing it wrong again.
Oh,
So,
good.
We're just gonna...
So there's no winning.
There is
This
no
is a
winning.
lose-lose situation.
I will also point out a fan theory by the wonderful Ever After, who speedruns this game. Also, she thinks this whole game is a 12 friend fiction, and that we're really seeing this from a 12's perspective, which is
Incredible.
why she keeps trying to be the hero and keeps shoving herself into everything. And that, my friends, is my headcanon.
Absolutely incredible.
Okay, so we're gonna run back here and we're going to do it correctly this time. I'm gonna count to 6, then we're gonna fight a giant heart and take that down. And Vonnie, we got a fair amount of time here for anything you'd like, my friend.
Alrighty, let's start off with some donations. Got a couple of donations here that were from anonymous donors that have no comments. One for $10 and one for $25. We also have a $10 donation from Kronos that says, I have nothing to say except for con banana.
That's a very cursed emote in my stream. So
Yes.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
And we also have a $10 donation from Solid Gold Skeleton who says, loving all this singing for a good cause. And yes, we all are. And I tell you, I can see chat here and all the emotes and all the music and love in chat, it is rather strong. So the people at home are definitely feeling it.
Where's
so.
that RPG Jam emote? Let's
Right.
go.
Yeah.
That new
Right?
music note.
Maybe a Prime subscription if you've got one available. You could throw in and get some of those sweet emotes to show your music love. Suggestion?
So I will just talk a little bit, as you're seeing that this game's being a little bit mean to me with the random encounters here. We're a really small community. I would say there are, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 of us who run this game on either PlayStation or Steam. There are a couple people who have run it on what is the word I want? The DS version that exists.
Yeah.
I'm gonna also count as I do this. 1. Oh, I forgot to kill the frogs. Shoot. This should be fine. We have basically at this point probably found everything that the route is pretty optimized up to this point. We have one other glitch that we found where we can run around like in a cutscene that Cornet's in as Cornet, which is a little weird, and we haven't really found anything to do with that yet. But we're really started at the point where we'd love to start figuring out how to do more with this game. I've started looking into this is 2, this is 3. I've started looking into the PlayStation Hex a little bit to try to figure things out for. But if you are interested, we would love to have you. It's a really easy game to pick up. It's really well documented. Everyone in the community is lovely. And as you can see, it's super fun. So I would encourage you to come and join us and help us find out things like a step route, things like how to get a most optimal seed for our beginning of the run so we don't have to reset because the agility is wrong. If that's something you're interested in and which is fun for you and you would love to do some work with the PlayStation version especially, we'd love to have you. It'd be really great. Okay, so we took this down. Thankfully, I'm able to count to 6 while talking. A very magical skill. And we're going to go fight this big heart one more time. This is one more of the longer fights in the game. So, Vonnie, I am going to kick it back to you and focus here on this.
You got it. Alrighty. We just got a $25 donation from Ekstrom, and the comment simply says, less than 3.
Ekstrom,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you, Ekstrom. So, want to give you all some reminders about the donation incentives that we have coming up for the run after next, which is Dragon Quest VIII. The next run is Evoland Legendary Edition, and that's going to be a race between Freddy and Illegally Sam. But you already met that donation incentive, so thank you so much for that. Dragon Quest VIII is where we really need to do some work here. The Blindfolded Domagus Phase 1 fight. We have $763. We need $2,500. So plenty of room there. For the DQ8 live piano medley, $266 we have. $1,000 is what we need there, so plenty of room there as well. And then to do a musical performance of the main theme overture, we have $315, but we need $750. So we're almost halfway there. So speaking of being almost there, we are creeping ever so close to that 20K.
Woo!
Want to keep moving towards that. A couple other ways that you can get in on this is a couple of bid wars for Dragon Quest VIII to choose the party leader. Right now, Jessica is leading with $100. Yangus behind at $75. Angelo and Hero have yet to get on the board. So if you'd like to see one of them, get some money in for that. Naming the hero, again, still Thorn, leading with $35. Ari has 25, Jojo has 25, Snacks has 20, Squall 5 has 20, and Value has 10. Now, that donor that donated it toward Value reminded us that this is a name that you are going to be seeing for a run that is literally going to last for more than half of an entire day.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So you are going to see it often. So definitely get your money in for that. That's one that's going to be cutting off super early, and with less than an hour going on with this one, the next run isn't terribly long. Time is running short to get what you want there. So start building that foundation for the name that you want. So maybe you resist a snipe. Who knows? But start stacking money on that, because we want to see that bid war get very spicy, as we do with all bid wars, of course.
So as you can see, we've had a little bit of a whoopsie with the worm, because it turns out if you kill the hearts of a giant creature, it takes a little while for it to realize that that's happened and the blood to stop flowing. So it crashed into the mine, and luckily this is where we need to be and where we're going to keep going. And 12 there also was trying to tell everybody that she was the best, that it was her idea, and she did everything really great.
I mean, she did pull out a gun.
That's true.
Yeah,
She's
that was
helping.
shocking.
Yeah.
She's helping a little
I was
bit.
not prepared for that.
Shoot, I did the wrong thing. I also want to notice, have you noticed that we've upgraded our Power of Pride here?
Yeah, it's an X instead of a plus.
We don't just have Holy, we have
Giga
Holy. All right, so we're going to run through this little mine here, which, again, unfortunately, is going to look exactly like all the other mines we've been to.
But it's the normal color palette, so you know it's just a regular average
Yes.
temperature.
We're no longer, it's not
Yes.
flesh anymore.
Right.
We're out of the flesh mines now. I will also say we haven't seen any yet, but there are metal slimes in this game. I saw 3 of them yesterday in practice, which was not very exciting because I just picked up Terror at level 1 and I had to jump out of there because I was going to die. They hit very hard. They don't just sit there and flee, they will come and mess you up. So but it's very interesting that they're in this game. We're gonna really quickly, I don't think, I've had so many battles I couldn't run from in this game with the RNG as it is. I thought that was gonna be a failure there. Probably luck. We are gonna grab this money box here and keep on running, but I don't think we actually need it at this point because I think I'm probably good on my money routing. We are gonna go ahead and run. Oh, I went too early. Up, down, no, down over there, please. Oh, shoot, up, box. Up, wait, box, please. I had all these notes ready to go. Is this the box that I opened?
That was the box.
Down, this is what I wanted. Okay, there we go.
Whew.
Didn't have to waste a teleporter there. Just had to waste a few seconds.
We're good. We're doing great.
All right, so we're almost at the top of this place here. We're gonna run into the Enosia Motherlode, which really excites Karuru here.
Whoa.
Wow.
She's like, wow, even though we've collected all this Enosia and have really contributed to the economy, we're gonna be rich. This is wild. We should take all of this.
Listen, if we've learned anything from Etoile, it's that we've got to be rich.
That's true. But we instead are going to leave it be, leave the local ecology intact, and as a result, instead of fighting a battle, we just get this stone, the windstone here, for ourselves. So that's what we're gonna do. And now that we've gotten the windstone in tow, it is time for us to end the Michael World Tour. But before that, we're gonna do a little bit more shopping. Hopefully I have all of the money that I need. Please, Hat Bossman. Let's go do this here. We're gonna buy some dragon claws. I have more than enough money. For our friend, Night Spawn, get these onto him. And as I would like for him to be a punching machine now. Sometimes it doesn't always happen, especially in this next fight with the Frog Taw, which is where we're gonna go next. All right, my friends, this is the hardest and the dungeon I need to focus on the most. I need serious time right now.
All right, serious time.
Okay. All right, we got through it, okay, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate it. And if you weren't sure what a frog top was gonna look like, I hope you thought it was gonna be that. It's a frog with horse legs.
My God.
Maybe my favorite enemy of the game.
I would love to see a cosplay of that.
Yes!
Someone
would require
do
2
it.
people, and I'm sorry for whoever ends up being the bottom half of the frog top.
I mean, you could build it. There's a way.
If you build it, they will dance.
I feel like the folks who dress up like the lion dancers could do that really well.
Yeah!
Yes. Oh, that would be so dope.
That would be cool.
Yeah, just saying.
If this has happened, please someone send me a photo of this.
As I said, there is a very large Rhapsody community. There could be cosplay we don't know about yet.
Wait.
I need to know.
Divatron, don't you have your own like theater production kind of thing? Couldn't
Yeah.
you just like do this yourself?
I mean, I'd have to call the right costumers, which I don't know if I know them yet, but actually some of the folks that just worked on my last production might be really stoked to try to make something like that.
I'm sure they would.
And let me also say, NIS, not only are we available for the the English voice actors, but NIS, Rhapsody the musical already exists as in game form. If you'd like to put it on stage, you know who to call.
That's true. I'll put it on. If someone wants to write it, I'll put it on.
So I mean, the plot's so simple. Who would have trouble
Yeah,
writing
no,
it?
this would be so easy.
So we give the Earthstone to Michael. He has fulfilled his duty. He is going to go back to the king here and to, turn this in, which is what we do. Michael gives it to the king. He has done the mission he was sent upon. Caroline's like, great, you can spare his life. And the king says, I'm really sorry, laws are laws. Actually, there's really nothing I can do.
Changed my mind.
I can't break the traditions of our kingdom. Our kingdom has been here for 10,000 years. I'm sorry, Michael. This is the end of your world tour. And he says, forgive me. Michael! Michael, why? That was my face when I saw this. They just unceremoniously killed this poor frog.
Well, I'm glad we took him on the tour.
That, even though it's not the fastest, it's the fastest route in our heart.
Yeah. R.I.P. in peace, Michael.
No, poor Michael. So there is, later on, you can do a quest when they turn into frog puppets, and you can let them ascend to heaven and be together. So that's, if you want to play the full 100% platinum of Rhapsody, I think that might be in there. It's in the retro achievements.
I have a very timely donation. It's $10 from the Ever After that says, sad the Michael World Tour is ending, but are we going to talk about how the White Snow Kid and Foreman are still with Cornet?
That's true. I had thought about that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've gotten all this stuff. We're heading back to the Tower of Wisdom. But before we can bring them up to Polanski, it is time for cats.
More cats.
And Meow is here because Marjorie has learned that she needs these as well. I don't actually know why Marjorie needs them, because as we'll find out very shortly. But Meow has come to collect them for us. We are, at this point, definitely over-leveled in this run, and I do not know why this is a scripted fight we need to lose other than for plot reasons, but that's what we're going to go ahead and do. So we're going to take down these cats and send them away. We're going to get a little bit of horn power going. And then once we've done that, the other thing, I've been casting the wrong spell here, as you have seen, because the two spells are named very similarly. It's the Meteor, which is an AoE, and a Meteorite, which is not. And what I've been trying to tell myself, and since I've been talking so much, I haven't actually been telling myself, is that the way that I remember is that it's Meteor, I can't hit everything. And so normally that works, but it hasn't worked today. Okay, so as we, I could have horned there, but that's all right. As we go ahead and just chill here for a while, Cornet has been journeying so far and so long that she is really, really sleepy. She's in trouble, but look! Suddenly, an angel!
Oh my god!
Karuru transforms into an angel for reasons unknown, and the cats and Meow run away. And of course, who is there but Etoile? She's seen it all.
Of course.
She is, of course, and she goes, I recognize that face. So we're gonna find out soon what this is all about as we head up into the tower.
So what episode is this?
This is, we have gone through, each stone was an episode, and we've gone through several of them. I think we're in episode 10 right now.
Great.
Wait. This angel came, this angel left. What happened?
So Karuru transformed into the angel,
Uh-huh.
and we're gonna find out right now. But first, we have to give the stones to Polanski, and he says, that's cool, you collected all these. This actually isn't gonna break the curse. And we're like, why did you send us all over the world to do this? And he says, wait. You need them to get up to
Did we
Modulie's
just
castle.
smack him?
Yes, we did. We need them to get up to Modulie's castle, so it's not all for naught, because then you can use True Love's kiss to break the spell.
Oh my god.
And Cornet's like, I've never kissed anyone before. I don't know if I can do this. I barely know the guy. I just met him
Whoa.
like 2 days ago, even though I love him. And Karuru's making fun of her and makes fun of her so far hard that she collapses.
Oh, good.
Cornet was passed out. Cornet does not know what's going on, but thankfully we have our weird, creepy friend Etoile who saw the whole thing. And she tells us that she saw her transform into an angel who looked really familiar. And Polanski says, I have a great idea. We can solve the mystery and also save Cornet by sending you into her mind.
Oh.
Into the past. So we're now
Okay.
in the past, in the mind of Karuru. And you know we're in the past because everything is sepia. It's also really interesting that for some reason this magic made Etoile appear first and they brought her into the house and then we just appeared in the corner and nobody seems to care, but that's all right.
Sure.
We have met now Cherie. This is Cornet's mother, and we can see this little Cornet here. Cherie's like, wow, your name's Cornet too? That's real weird. And we're like, yeah, it's
Yeah,
very
it's
strange.
totally normal and not at all weird.
So we're meeting both of them. Cornet's a really good trumpet player. That's like all she's about. And as we head downstairs to talk to a slightly younger Mustaki, our grandfather, we find out that there's been a lot of earthquakes happening lately, which they're not really sure what's going on with that. So we're going to go, and in fact, as we talk to him about it, show don't tell, we get an earthquake.
Whoa.
So now we're gonna head outside and talk to the 2 children who are chilling there, little cornet here. And she says, hey, I'm really good at the trumpet. You want me to play my trumpet for you? And we say, yeah, of course we do. So she does.
Is there a demon in this mailbox?
Not yet.
So we know what happens sometime in between these
That's true.
timelines.
I also want to note this is the exact same sound sample, so either Cornet has been the best trumpet player since she was a child, or she's actually not that good.
I vote that she's a child prodigy.
Yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Very, very true. So this kid says, hey, let's go play, and is really rude to us. And Etoile goes, wow, that kid's annoying. I wonder who she's going to grow up to be. And of course, she grows up to be, yeah, it's her.
Yeah, it's her.
It's Etoile, and Cornet finds this very, very amusing.
Absolutely nothing like seeing your childhood self and being like, wow, she sucks.
All right, this is going to be Diva's moment for her speed tech. Now, I do want to say, as we get into this, she's going to sing the first part of the song.
All right.
Normally, you press this text box that pops up, and you only hear half this song. If you do that, you actually never hear this full song in the game, and because it cuts off when it plays later. So this is the only way to get this full song. And I have timed it out that if she presses it on a certain beat, it will pan the camera, it will be very cinematic, and it will not repeat any of this song. So we're going to see if Diva can get this speed tech for her runner badge.
I'm getting my runner badge.
As she begins to sing Cherie's song.
You are my angel, you are my everything. You mean more than anything. When I see your smile so lovely and bright, makes the world seem right. At times you can act like such a little girl, but in my eyes you are the world. I wish you health and happiness for all time, and may the world be kind. Whenever you are feeling down, whenever you are feeling blue, all you have to do is sing this song. Remember, I'll be watching over you.
Yeah! Let's see it.
Please grow up with hope in your heart. I will always be with you. Please go on with a dream in your heart. I will always be with you.
So as we discovered, this is the song that Cornet has been singing and could not remember what it is. It was her mother's song all along. And if Diva has done the speed tech correctly, we should get the end of this song, and shortly after we should see them walk in.
Oh.
Yeah! No repeat!
I
Good
did
job.
Beautiful.
Now we gotta pick a game for you now.
I think that might be the scariest thing I've ever done on stage. And I've been a professional opera singer for 2 decades.
Is that stone Angel Karuru?
It is, yeah. Which is very interesting. We'll find out more in a minute. So there's a bunch of earthquakes happening, and she goes, where are the children? And here's one of them. She's real sad. The other o's nowhere to be found. Wonder where she could be standing
Pretty
in the graveyard.
sus.
So we're going to head on over to here. We are going to talk to Cherie and say, hey, we don't know where Cornet is. She's going to run out. Mustaki's going to go, oh no, the secret underground thing. I got to get my weapons. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. Tell Cherie to wait. We're not going to wait. We're going to save the children.
Obviously.
You useless old man. So we're going to run over to here, and we're going to see Cherie going into the underground cavern again.
Imagine if a character in an RPG was like, yeah, just stand here and wait. It'll be fine. And we were like, okay,
That'd be amazing.
bet.
I cannot tell you, you have to press X to enter this spot, and you don't need to, it's scripted, like you just walk into it in the beginning, and I cannot tell you how many times when I was learning this run, I stood there walking into it and going, why can't I get into this area?
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna take it, I don't think I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna take a safety save here because I lost my run 2 days ago to this area.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna walk in, and you did call it, Quiz.
No.
Suddenly an Evangelion. So it
No,
turns out that
it's an angel.
It's an angel.
Okay.
The ancient weapons that Mustaki and the Vizier and Polanski have been working on are a giant mecha.
I need to stop eating grilled cheese.
This is just
My
like
conclusion.
It is kind of like a fever
It
dream,
is.
isn't
Oh
it?
my gosh, look at it.
So this is the memory that Cornet has blocked, that when she was a child, they encountered this and her mother saved her. And she clearly, you can see, pushes her out of the way here. And Etoile says, what are you doing? This is not the past. We're in Karuru's mind. You can't change anything. This is not real.
Right.
And Etoile says, I know, I understand, but this has been my journey. My journey has been to figure this out. My journey has been to meet my mother and to learn about this, and I would not be able to live with myself if I didn't try.
You're fighting it?
We're fighting it, so we're gonna try to take down this ancient weapon.
So this is Etoile truly trying to become the main character of this game.
Yes. Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, I'll help you with that.
This is her
That sounds
moment.
good. Yes, indeed. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and fight this. And Vonnie, we have a little bit of time for anything else you have as we take this down, hopefully.
Yeah, I do have a few donations here. One of them is a little ominous. It's a $10 donation from Boogie Poppy, and it says, Vonnie, you thought for a minute I wasn't there listening the whole time?
Oh no.
My faith in the doctor is unshakable as stone, like the stone boyfriend she left out of her explanation.
That's true. Wow, some shade.
I've got a $25 donation from Angelo Fragnarok that says, supporting a good cause and trying for cool Rhapsody goods? Sign me up.
Heck yeah.
And then I've got a $15 donation from Phoenix Girlfriend that says, I love me a good value. And that is a reference to the bid war for the naming hero incentive for Dragon Quest VIII. Thorn is still in the lead with $45, but Ari, Jojo, and Value are now in a three-way tie behind that at $25. Snacks and Squall 5 also have $20. So pretty close there, but we want to kind of start to see some motion there because we're getting much closer to the start of that game. So if you would like to get your donations in for that hero's name, get him in.
Whoa. Whoa.
Quiz is now into the plot. So yes.
Okay, now I'm getting it a little bit.
So we do take it down, but then it attacks again, and we can't change the past.
Nope.
We can't
is
change the past.
Karua her mother?
Yes.
Oh.
So as we go back into the scene that is what happened, her mom sacrifices herself. It turns out her mom is an ancient. That's why there was the statue in the town. And with the last of her powers having protected her child, and with her dying breath, and as the song plays, she transfers her ancient power from herself into Cornet's favorite doll.
Into the puppet.
Not even a puppet.
It's not a puppet yet?
Just her favorite doll.
Aw.
And this is where Karuru joins us. And she's actually been watching over her the entire time.
Aw. Okay, well now I'm getting a little sad.
I told you, it's
I regret what I said
it's a
about this.
really, really, it's a very strange game, but it's a really special game.
Angel, you are my everything. You mean more than anything. When I see your smile so lovely and bright, makes the world seem right. At times you can act like such a little girl, but in my eyes you are the world. I wish you health and happiness for all time, and may the world be kind. Whenever you are feeling down, whenever you are feeling blue.
Some bonus diva. I was
I was like, there's lyrics. We gotta go. The lyrics are there.
They are there.
All right, so we are now back. We have saved Karuru, and we are heading into the final dungeon, having finally gotten our answers and gotten all of our stones together.
Does it
It's
look like
time-
every other dungeon?
No, this one is different. We finally get a slightly different one.
Is it purple?
It's not purple.
Is it green?
It's
not
Wallace
green.
like, I gotta come. I'm the main character, guys. Didn't you know?
So they're going to sit back and plan for a little bit, but we're going to start this journey on our own as we head to Cape Hope, which has been here the whole time. First of all, this song only plays here, and also when we're starting on a journey. It's one of my favorite songs in the game. I just think it's so cool with the little like octaves and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and fight. We're going to touch an orb. We're going to fight some dragons.
Whoa.
And by doing that, we're just going to have, what's his name? Nightspawn go and punch each of them. We're going to do this 4 more times and then head up into the sky. So, Vani, we got maybe a minute or so for you.
Very good. Well, as we have been talking about throughout this event, we are here raising money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. And we understand that the last few years have been a very stressful time for many people across the world. And this has put a huge strain on many people's mental health. In the United States alone, 21% of adults reported suffering some kind of mental illness. That shakes out to roughly 52.9 million people. Please remember to reach out for help if you feel like you need it, because you're not alone. We are here to help raise money to provide resources so that NAMI can provide resources for folks like yourself, someone you know, someone you love, someone you work with, someone you go to school with. They all deserve those resources and they all deserve that care. Please consider making a donation so that NAMI can continue to help and provide that help for those that need it.
Thank you, Vani. That's why we're all here. Give it up for Nami and the work that they do.
Man, Nightwish is like wrecking hell. Or
I know.
Night creature. Nightwish.
So this is the only, I believe, I might be wrong here, but this is one of the only dragons you get the other stones for. And so because we got the Holy Stone, we get this model, which is like the one in the beginning of the game, which I think is really interesting. Kind
Neat.
of similar. Little salamander dragon.
I also really love how OP this character is now that we're just continuing the theme of just slapping everyone in this game.
That's true.
Just
I'm
walk
a
up.
little over-leveled at this point. That's all right. That's marathon safety, baby.
That's my favorite way to play RPGs, even when I'm not speedrunning.
That's it.
So,
So we head up into the sky, and it turns out the Vizier has been working for Marjorie all around.
who could have guessed?
He unfortunately is kind of a minion to her, and he's not very pleased about this. So we're going to see more about that later, Galonzo.
I just need to point out that it looks like his hat is a traffic cone.
It does. Here's our new dungeon.
Hooray!
Looks like a lot of the old dungeons.
But Art Nouveau.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Art Nouveau.
Okay, so we're going to walk through this. We are going to see actually some cool stuff as we go along. The first of which we'll see right here as we move down through this. We're going to walk into this hallway and into this corridor. And that doesn't look very
Whoa.
good. That's a whole lot of Evangelions. We're going to head down this way and take the stairs. And then we also get this nice little view.
Oh.
And I think
Pretty.
there's another one on the other side. All right, we're going to almost head to the final set of bosses here. I got to do some stairs. And I am going to take one more safety save because the only thing that is, and again, this is the luck I get. Not just in a marathon, constantly in my life as a streamer. Again, if you'd like to join us and try to help with some RNG manipulation, this is the only part of the run that is a little bit sad because it can be, again, a run killer. If we see some AoE from her, it usually kills people. I actually might be over-leveled enough that we can get out of it. But if people die, I have to reset the game here. No whammies. Perfect. We have one more chance for it to be a problem, but we're going to start by pancaking everybody one more time. Woo! The power of pancakes. I'm a pancake fan over waffles. I do love waffles, but I take a pancake most of the time.
man.
I know, controversial opinion.
Lisa's sitting right here. And I guarantee you she's upset.
Sorry, Lisa.
It's okay. I'm a waffle girly.
There you go.
Okay, chat, we need you to weigh in on this as well. Give me your donation. Let's do a $10 donation trade.
Ooh.
Pancakes or waffles, and why?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Why it is better. I do want to point out that somebody did heed my call for bringing in money for NAMI. We have an anonymous donor who has provided us $100
Woo.
with no comment. Thank you very much for that. That brings us to just under $600 to go to get to that 20K. This
Let's
run
do
is
it.
going to be, we got about 20 minutes or so left in this run. That train will certainly help. Remember, pancakes or waffles, and why? Not in chat, in donation comments, please.
Can we get that $600 just from this fight?
And that would be the best way to do it because you know that this game, it's the power of breakfast foods that take us through it. So
Yeah.
get it going, friends. All right, so we got through that. This is just a little bit, first of all, the Vizier's like, I'm taking control. I've been building the weapon all along for all these years. This is the best one of all. So Marjorie, of course, fights it. We want to see no AoE here. That's one. That's two. Oh my gosh, am I going to get the best Marjorie fight here? And if it punches, that's it. That's the best RNG you can get. I cannot believe that. I just heard Ever After laugh over there. RPG Limit Break magic, everyone.
Okay, wait, so why did she fight the mech?
Because she wants to take it down because he's trying to take over. But she tries to cast a spell to finish it off. And again, she's
it didn't go well.
It didn't go well. She's
Yeah,
famously terrible
she's
with
a
spells.
really bad sorceress.
I probably don't need to safety save here, but I'm going to because I'm afeared. Because this can also go sideways, but I think I'm probably good. But we're going to talk to the Vizier, and we're just going to do it ourselves. Here we go.
We're like, man, Marjorie literally can't do anything right. It's all up to us.
It is all up to us.
Ugh.
All right, so we're going to do it for all of our friends, and we're going to take this thing down. So we're going to go ahead by starting and getting our friends buffed up. I forgot to mention at the beginning the other reason, like sometimes you might be sitting there saying, wow, Combo, why do you cast, that's fine. Why do you cast the horn thing when you're at 5 power? Because it actually does power up our attacks too. So there is some mechanical reasons for doing that as well. It's nice that I waited until the end of the game to tell you that, but that's the way these things go sometimes.
So wait, there's like a golden samurai here?
Yeah.
Where did he come from?
He's just a random
He's just
enemy.
hanging out.
Okay.
He's like a,
He's
minion.
just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy. Excalibur reveals the way. So we're going to power him up here. We're going to go ahead and move up and blow our horn one more time. Blow, Gabriel, blow. That's in the public domain. I'm going to move up here and attack and do some damage. We can do some damage back. That's totally
I've
fine.
really been fighting the non-public domain references.
That's why I cut off that one song very quickly.
Uh-huh. Oh, trust, I know the rules.
Oh, no, I can't get over there. What is this nonsense? All right, that's fine. This would have done like 800 damage or something, but that's, well, whatever, that's all right. Let's just horn here. Night Spawn should be able to take this down. Oh, or not, that's cool. Don't kill us, please, thank you.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, he's strong. Just like Gal. She flew up here.
Yeah.
There we
Got to
go.
take him out with the power of gay.
That's it.
That's what it had to be.
So we defeat this, but alas, it has a second form, of course. We haven't even seen its final form. This is the true weapon.
Oh, of
And you know
course.
it's the final form because it's gold.
Because
Yeah.
it's gold. But
Yeah.
we can truly do this because with the power of friendship and our mother, we are going to take down this final weapon. So this is the final boss of the game. It has a pretty great soundtrack. I'm going to focus on this, Vonnie, while you take it away for us and we listen to this awesome tune.
Okay, very good. Wow, the people are answering the train, and I would love to see more. But I want to start off here with this $10 donation from Klopfer that says, Etoile is trying her best to be the hero of the game, but at least she is already the star.
Oh, nice.
French.
Alrighty, here we go. $20 from Imp Man that says waffles because Dad making fresh waffles on Sunday morning when I was a kid was peak. Very wholesome.
Can't argue with that.
$10 from Phoenix Captain that says waffles have pockets for butter and syrup. No contest, they are the best.
That's what I was going to say. You get me.
That's the logic.
$10 from Platypus that says no idea what's going on in this game, but pancakes are everything. Digging the tunes, too.
Thank you.
$10 from the Ever After that says waffles are queen, and this is a matriarchy, no other reason.
Yeah.
I'm getting rolled here with this. Where are my pancake friends?
$10 from Kronos that says waffles. They are crispier and can hold different flavors in the pockets. Plus, they can be eaten with hands. Oh, wait, is that only me? Never mind.
No, hand waffles are dope.
He's in
And-
my community he's not even supporting.
And I've got a $5 donation from Boogie Poppy
Oh, boy.
that says, I'll eat pancakes or waffles from now on. based on the doctor's recommendation, this is a life-changing moment quiz. Choose well.
It's not a question. I have to go with my very good friend Lisa Rox's decision and say it's waffles.
I got 0 pancake fans here. Why am I the one who's
No, you got one.
No, they're
Someone
good.
said, Platypus said pancakes are everything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
All right,
perfect.
listen.
My bad. I'm sorry.
Chat,
I'm
if you're
right.
team pancakes, please, you gotta support my man Combat here.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, considering all the wonderful thing that he's been doing with the speedrun, the singing and whatnot, let's give him some love. Like this $50 donation from Nazarian that says this run has been great and the singing has been amazing. This has been a great run to watch. Thank you to the runners for bringing a great bit of entertainment to the evening. Also, waffles over pancakes.
Oh.
Perfect. I'm so over-leveled, I wasn't sure that Gigasane exists, and it does. So that's cool.
Incredible.
All right, so it will not be time when we defeat this. We're very close, though. I just want to let people know. We're almost there. Can I even move in and attack? Yes, I can. This thing likes to stand in the corner and make it really hard for me to hit it. All right, that's the final boss. There we go. All
You're
right,
gaining levels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. Maybe we'll find even more spells.
Secret boss?
So, there is actually a secret boss. This is not very interesting. It's
okay.
another weapon.
You actually just had to get all those levels so that you could be maximum, like, peak evolution to kiss the prince.
That's it.
Because you have to be better in
That's
order for
true.
it to be true love.
That is true. All right, so they take the Vizier away to do what they're going to do with him. They take away Marjorie to help her out. And now it's time for us to finally fulfill the thing we've been doing since about 40 minutes into the game, or 2 hours, depending on how fast we were playing. The main point of the story is to save the prince. And we're going to do it with True Love's Kiss. She comes up and gives him a little smoochie, and by the power of magic,
I would love if nothing happened.
Yeah, me too. That's what I
the
assumed
Stone
would
Prince will
happen.
return in Rhapsody 2.
Yeah.
Action Boogaloo. All right, so she has a little moment of doubt having saved him. She's like, I don't know. Am I worthy of this? We've gone through so much and I've changed so much. How can I do this? And he goes like, we had that moment and we can get to know each other and we love each other. But let's be together forever.
Yeah.
So she says, that sounds good. And then they get married. Which is what we're about to
Amazing.
see here. If you look closely in the wedding, I don't know if they don't have any friends beyond the ones they made along the way, but you see people like,
Well, you sold them.
you did, that's true. So you see people like the Frog King and Queen. Gal's in there. I think Marjorie's in there somewhere.
There's a cat.
I've got 3 doorways, and then it's time when we get out of this scene. Are we ready? I'll count them off for you.
Right.
As the third one fades to black, here we go, friends. We've got, get out of the way, human boss 1, please. 2, and this is time. And so just a little bit here, as we know, when a puppet fulfills their dreams, they ascend to heaven, and Karoo doesn't need to stick around anymore because she's her own woman now. She's grown up, and she can take care of herself. She doesn't need her to take care of her anymore. So that is the message of the game. She ascends to heaven, and we are going to get the wonderful ending theme, which Diva and I are not going to be singing because unfortunately it's not in the game, and your boy's voice is tired after talking for 2.5 hours.
Sure.
I just want to give a quick couple of shout outs. First of all, thank you, Divatron, for being here.
Thank you
It's
for having
great to
me.
have you. And thank you for agreeing to do this wild idea that I had.
Absolutely.
I'd be remiss to not shout out the Ever After. She has been a wonderful speedrun mentor. Thank you so much for helping me along the way with all that you do. It's just been great getting to know you and getting to work on this game. And shout outs to the entire Rhapsody community. I also want to give a special shout out to 2 community members, Mocha and Allura, who are currently, I believe, doing commentary on the Japanese and French restream, respectively. They both run the game, and they were so excited to do this. So shout out to the restreams as well.
Cool.
Thank you for all the work that you do, and I'm so excited that that was able to happen. And just one more shout out, thanks to my mom. I think she's watching right now. She figured out how to make YouTube work.
Yay.
And she's supported me in everything I do, no matter what it is, even if it's weird, like VTuber cat thing where I was buying a bunch of like studio equipment and doing things in my studio for like 8 hours a day during the pandemic where we stuck together. Thanks, Mama Khan. You are the best. Diva, you got any shout outs?
Well, I mean, I would be remiss to not echo that. I'm pretty sure my mom has also figured out how the technology works and is very much the same and is very excited about all of these cool, weird things that we get to do. So thank you to my whole community who I think are watching the Chaos Crew, and to my mother, and everyone for supporting this incredible project, this cool, weird run, and this whole week.
And thank you, a special thank you to Vonnie Vaughn for getting me into speedrunning, and RPG Limit Break for fostering that love. Thanks for all that you do.
And thanks to Conva for all of this.
All right, that's it for me. Take it away, Vonnie.
Konban, Divatron, take a bow. Your performance today was absolutely sensational. Make a whole lot of noise for konbanmiao and Divatron 9000 for that absolutely splendid showcase of singing and speedrunning of a Rhapsody, a musical adventure. That was truly special, and we are absolutely blessed to have you bring that here to the RPG Limit Break stage. So, alrighty, folks, we got a lot coming up here for what we've got next. First thing we're going to do is we are going to have a word from some of our sponsors. Tantor Merch is excited to partner with RPG Limit Break yet again to launch an exclusive merch collection supporting the National Alliance on Mental Illness. This lineup includes a handful of unique shirt designs brought to you by the RPGLB community, a cozy blanket, an enamel pin, and more, plus our very own real-life Mimi plush. From bold graphics to heartfelt designs, $5 from every sale, excluding the Mimi plush, goes directly to charity. Explore the full collection now at tantrummerch.com/RPG Limit Break and help make a difference. Dragon Roast Coffee is a dedicated coffee for gamers and adventurers alike. Their small, passionate team puts their hearts into roasting coffee to order with the mythical heat of dragonfire, infusing a touch of enchantment in every sip. Visit dragonroast.coffee/collections/RPG-limit-break today and pick up our exclusive copy, Mimi's Loot. An RPG Limit Break tumbler is also available in this exclusive collection. For each item purchased in this collection, Dragon Roast Coffee will donate a portion of the proceeds to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. What are you waiting for? Adventure awaits! Have you been enjoying all of this week's RPG speedrunning goodness? Do you wish that you could have more of it in your life? Well, I've got great news for you. Join us all year round with our side quests. Every week, there is a new stream from RPG Limit Break to showcase amazing runs, talk about new RPGs and speedruns, and, in general, have a good time. If you'd like to see our full calendar of events and announcements about the latest RPG Limit Break happenings, join our Discord server by using the !Discord command in chat. And don't forget to follow our Twitch channel if you haven't done so already. Alrighty, folks, I'm still coming down from that Rhapsody run. That was truly awesome, and I think I need a break. So we are going to go ahead and take a little break. We're going to run some Twitch ads, so this is a good opportunity to get up, get a stretch, hydrate, do a little self-care, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Welcome back to RPG Limit Break 2026, coming to you live from Denver, Colorado, where we are raising money for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Speaking of raising money, you all still have plenty of opinions about waffles or pancakes, and I still encourage you to make your donations heard so that we can hear your opinions there. But I do want to read one of these here. It was a $10 donation from Lisa Rocks, and it says, to quote the waffle song from Mystery Science Theater 3000, W is for the many ways that you're served. A is for the admiration you deserve. F because you're fluffy, you're flaky, you're fun. And F is for the flavor that's second to none. L is for how light you are, you melt in my mouth. E is for eggs, oh baby! Shout outs to Waffle Fam. So, there you go. Now, if you agree, maybe disagree, get your opinions in. I still got plenty more to read, but we'll get to that in a little minute. Right now, we have arrived at our Monday save point. And this is going to be a conversation with Zathian, a tea tree, and Ad 129. And I'm going to go ahead and send it on over to them to get you checked in. Okay, we'll get you checked in just a second, actually. I do want to give some love to Konban, not only because it was an incredible run, but also because he asked for it. We got a $10 donation from Natara that says, I got you, Konban, pancakes for life. Alrighty, now we are ready to have a conversation with Zathian, a tea tree, and Ad 129. So I will send it on over to them and get us checked in for our Monday Save Point.
Why, hello there. I'm Zathian, and I'm solidly on Team Waffle. I am joined by a tea tree, our content director, as well as Ad, our social media brand coordinator. And this is your Monday evening Save Point. Thank you so much for joining to me. First thing, how absolutely incredulous was that run? How unique is it to have a beautiful sing-along in RPG Limit Break?
I feel like it's only appropriate to give like the classical theatric round of applause for we call them runners. In this case, our runners were performers in the truest sense of the word, and that was something absolutely incredible. What a singular experience to have here at RPG Limit Break 2026.
Exactly. As someone who is a musician, that was absolutely wonderful to just have a run like that on the stage, and it was just absolutely amazing to hear professional opera singers just sing the music.
Really,
you might know a thing or two about combining music and speedrunning, don't you?
I have a couple of things, yeah.
And then they were just really bringing a new meaning to the word stage in this case, right?
Yes, they turned the stage into something special.
Yep, exactly.
All right. Well, Ad, I wanted you to bring us a little bit behind the staff curtain here. As the social media brand coordinator, what's something that you would like the folks at home to know about the things that you're doing here that they might not notice?
Yeah, of course. So yes, I am the newly appointed social media brand coordinator at RPG Limit Break. And what that basically entails for me is that I am basically, when on site, doing all the work for photography, doing just getting content for stuff that gets posted on social media, help these social media volunteers get content for them to post around 15, 30 minutes each time, just basically being the support for them. And then just in general doing any extra stuff such as like a finale video or credits, stuff like that. And it's just auxiliary work. And then during the year, I actually get to post year-round either short-form content or just in general promotion for side quests or just other things we have hosted at RPG Limit Break.
Amazing. What would you say is going to be your favorite part of that's a huge amount of role.
Yes.
So what's your favorite little tidbit out of those ones?
That's a really good question. I would say it's always been video editing. It's always fun to just mess around with videos, do fun stuff with them. But with this event, I got into photography and doing photography and just getting shots of just so many people, which is just so fun.
Now, they're underselling themselves a little bit. Ad has been everywhere, taking pictures of every incredible event at this whole time so far.
You would think we had a photography staff with how many pictures, how many amazing moments from runs, from things happening around the puzzle room, from people hanging out in the lobby, candid moments, planned moments, candid moments that turned into planned moments. Because some people here are just, they get an opportunity to ham it up and they're, you get 6 different faces and could you please take a picture of all of them? So,
Exactly, yeah.
But yeah, doing a really remarkable job, both in the part that people see on the stream and in just the moments that happen when you are around Limit Break, doing an amazing job documenting and sharing all of that with the community.
Yep.
So thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much. So while you're around taking pictures of everybody, there's got to be like a couple of things, a couple of interesting things that you might not have otherwise experienced. Can you tell us about a couple?
Yeah. Usually some things that I've experienced is going to the practice room, just seeing just runs that I've never seen before. I'm not an RPG speedrunner. I'm gonna just say it. And just yet. But just seeing all the amazing runs being practiced and just taking good shots of just not only the runners playing or just doing their runs, but also just the like crowd around them. It's just absolutely amazing to capture those moments. And then just in general, capturing runners, commentators, hosts, and all the volunteers working behind the scenes, getting good shots of them. I've had a couple people come up to me saying that the shots that I took of them were absolutely amazing, and they're using those as their professional photos, and that really makes me happy.
I love it. I love to hear that. And, you know, you say you're not an RPG runner yet, but you are running a game at this very event.
I am.
Do we want to talk a little bit about that now?
Now, we're going to have to tune in Thursday morning.
That's true.
It's a little bit early for me, but I'm going to be there. This is going to be Crystal Prism.
Crescent
Prism. I knew I was going to get it wrong, and I promised that.
It's not a proper interview without at least one.
Exactly. I've got to make the gaffe. It's my job. So Crescent Prism, Chapter 1, any percent. Give us the elevator pitch. The more out of context and absurd you can make it sound, the better.
I would say this game is about just moons and saving the world from a robot that just wants to destroy the world. And you're just an 8-year-old. That's basically the summary of Crescent Prism.
Well, now, we already watched Earthbound. That was last night. We were talking about Crescent Prism. Sorry.
So sometimes video games rhyme. It's like poetry.
Oh, good.
I think George Lucas once told me that.
Yeah. Rhymes. All right. Tell me about, if you can, one of the most exciting part of your run, the part that you're most looking forward to showing off Thursday morning.
I think my favorite part will definitely be the ending. The ending is just surely a plot twist that you might see coming, you might not see it coming. It depends on how you've been following along with the story. It's really just a culmination of what gets told in that whole game and just all that. Because it's technically an incomplete story. It's chapter 1. There were going to be more chapters, but with where it ended, it seems like it's standalone game. But there's more to it that is being planned. But I'm very excited to show off just the final 20 minutes of that run.
All right, you heard it here first. We're gonna have to tune in, wait for that, wait for it, so it's not gonna get spoiled for us in advance. That's good. Good.
Exactly.
Yep. But some things that are worth talking about are prizes that are still available for you to donate to be entered to for a chance to win. There are many amazing prizes available from now through Zeliard, and then some available only until Evoland. So we'd like to share some of those with you now, including, but not limited to, the Final Fantasy XIV Magic the Gathering Commander Precon. I'm going to show my age and inexperience with modern Magic here and say that I stopped playing during a little block called the Urza Saga. That was what, 2002? So I can't tell you exactly how these play, but I can tell you that all of the recent brand and game series crossovers that Wizards of the Coast have been putting out have been absolutely fantastic. And thank you so much to Ashen Prime for donating this to be eligible for viewers and donors to win. This is a minimum $10 donation for a chance to win this Commander deck.
And if nothing else, those cards are gorgeous, and they are beautiful homages to the actual series.
Yes. And speaking of homages to series, we have from our friends at NIS America, this is the Disgaea 7 Complete Lucky Slumber Cat.
Look how beautiful this thing is. It's dancing for me.
Yes.
Just holding it here in my hand. This is a minimum of $5 donation, but that's going to only be until the end of the Evoland Legendary Edition run, which is coming up right after this interview. So, if you want to get your hands on this thing, just like I have, $5 minimum donation between now and the end of the next run.
It doesn't already live on your shelf, but it really looks like it should. We also have some truly incredible gifts created by members of our community and donated to us. This is a wood-burned recreation of both sides, as Ad is showing off, both sides of the box art for the Square I think pre-Square Enix. In any case,
Yeah.
the absolute classic that is Parasite Eve, incredible RPG run, not a Christmas game. Maybe not a Halloween game. It's a holiday game. I had this argument with a friend of RPG Limit Break, RJ Smanget, when I asked him to run it for one of our events previously. So, yes, that is a $25 minimum donation, and you can be entered for a chance to win that and make that part of your RPG collection. We also have, as we will have several times throughout the week, mini and main grand prizes, including this. I know there are often images that you can hear, and this is almost certainly one of them. This is the 4 Warriors of Light illuminated manuscript, the beginning of Final Fantasy I, the heroes who shatter the darkness, the 4 Warriors of Light. The entire script is here, done in illuminated style. This does not light up itself, but I would strongly recommend that if you get in $150 in total donations before the end of Zilliard and win this, that you put this in an illuminated box, a light box, something of that nature, because this is so amazing that it absolutely deserves that treatment. Thank you so much to Melavara for creating this and sending it in to us.
We have so many other amazing prizes that we can't physically hold in front of us, but you can check the prize tracker on rpglimitbreak.com/prizes, and you'll be able to see everything that is happening now and ready to come up.
Before we go, I wanted to specially thank Pigmented for donating the Resident Evil wood burning. Didn't have a chance to say that, but I did not want to forget before we wrap things up here on the Monday Save Point.
Beautifully handcrafted, honestly. It's an amazing amount of work that goes into these wonderful things, and you can take them home for a beautiful minimum donation.
Yep. So that's going to be all for the Monday Save Point. Zathian, Ad, thank you so much. And thank you to all of you out there joining us and continuing to donate. We are at almost $20,000 raised for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I know we've been talking about it as we got set up here, that you were wondering, am I going to get to announce it myself, or am I going to be up on stage? So you may get good luck just yet, but it could happen any second.
Any second.
Can we stall for $55 more? Because I could be here for $10,000 and $20,000.
That would be awesome, but I do think we are contractually obligated to send it back over to Vanivan on host.
Oh, so close. So close. But we are very close. We only need $55 to hit 20K. And folks, like, Monday isn't even over yet. And we're already at 20K. The momentum and the pace that y'all have been on with these donations so far this year has been outstanding. And we want to keep that going as much as we can. So thank you very much for your contributions to the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Every dollar that you donate matters. Every dollar that you donate makes a difference. So thank you very much for all the support that you have shown us so far this week and will continue to show as the week goes on.